Hi, and welcome to the Farmers Union Insurance pregame show. I'm Lauren Hill, joined by Evan Epstein and Ken Oda. He is not in front of us, but he is behind the camera. We are here for Game 2 against the Watertown Shamrocks in Watertown, South Dakota. Last night did not go the way we wanted to. The Watertown Shamrocks ended our 13-game win streak, but other than that, Evan, how did you feel about last night?
Yeah, the Shamrocks dominated the second period. They got 3 goals in the second, and then they played very defensively in the third, held the Toros off the scoreboard, and were able to seal a 5-2 victory.
Back to tonight's game, let's look at let's take a look at last night's 5-2 loss against the Watertown Shamrocks.
Here's the Farmers Union Insurance recap. Toros got on the board first. Jesse Yahala goes to chase down the puck beyond the goal line. Yahala gets it, feeds Ohanesen on the doorstep, and Ohanesen gives the Toros an early 1-0 lead just 5 minutes into the game. The Shamrocks would have the response on the power play. Comes over to the right side. Creeping in is Joe Rice. Rice fed on the back door. Svedin couldn't recover, and that tied the game up at 1. Then it was Noah Gibbs as Gibbs hammered one home for his first goal as a Toro, gave the Toros a 2-1 lead going into the first intermission. Here's where the tides would turn in favor of the Shamrocks. This is Cam Markham's one-timer, and that one tied the game up at 2. Then with the Toros on the power play, Toros lose the puck in the neutral ice, comes over for Sassenberry on the left wing. Sassenberry gets the short-handed goal. That would make it 3-2. Shamrocks were not done there in the second period as they would tack on one more after Svedin misplayed the puck. 4-2 going into the third period, and then this would seal the deal. The empty netter as the Shamrocks beat the Toros down the ice to avoid icing, able to get the puck and put it into the empty net, and that would be the final score, 5-2 in favor of the Shamrocks.
All right, well, now let's turn our attention back to tonight's game and look at the updated Noodles numbers brought to you by Noodles & Company of Minot. So with that loss last night, our Minotauros are now second in the Central Division as our record is 33-10-1, as the Shamrocks are 7th in the Central Division as their record is 12-30-3.
Yeah, you look at these numbers and they play out just like you would expect between a team that's fighting for the top spot in the division and a team that's fighting to stay out of the basement, but that's why we play the games, right? We saw last night, even though all of the numbers favor the Toros, a few bad breakdowns for the Toros on special teams. It didn't matter that they played them at full strength. Shamrocks get the win and the Toros lose for the first time against Watertown in franchise history.
Yeah, Ken, you mentioned special teams. Toros first in the league on the power play, 5th on the penalty kill, and the Shamrocks down in the bottom half of the league in both stats, but the Toros 0 for 3 on the power play, gave up a shorthanded goal, and the Shamrocks were 1 for 1 on the power play. So really everything was flipped from what the stats would tell you going into last night's game, but as Ken said, that's why you play it.
Exactly, and we'll be back after this commercial break.
When facing disaster, it's not just the things we lose, but the memories. But there's hope. ServPro, with decades of experience in Minot and Bismarck, is always ready. Our certified professionals don't just restore homes, they rebuild lives. Because to us, you're not just a client, you're family.
If RPMs raise your BPMs, if the open road is an open invitation, then get up and go. Go turn some heads. Go turn a wrench. Go windows down. Go volume up. Go in. Go out. Go off. Napa has America's largest network of parts and care, here to keep you firing on all cylinders.
Serco Sanitation is a locally owned family business providing quality waste hauling services since 1980. We provide service to residential and commercial customers, as well as roll-off service for large projects and construction sites. We are dedicated to providing excellent service at competitive prices without deceptive contracts or hidden fees. For more on what Circle Sanitation can do for you, call us or visit circlesanitation.com.
Welcome back. It is now time to look at our Minotauros Booster Club players to watch, and I'm going to kick off with my player of Adam Mahler. See, he didn't see the back of the net last night, as we thought many of Toros would see the back of the net last night, but we did see a broken stick, and with this veteran player, if y'all have watched him for many of years, past 3, you've known that he has a little bit of a temper. The word Maul is in his last name, so I think that tonight, with what happened last night, killing the winning streak, all the above, I do think if we don't see Adam Mahler put something in the back of the net, we may see some gloves come off.
I'm going to go with Braden Jockums. Jockums, I thought, had a good game last night. Similarly, didn't score, but he was all over the front of the net last night. Did have 3 shots on goal, so not a good game from Braden Jockums. Of course, Noah Gibbs did have the goal, so that line I thought was perhaps the Toros' most effective line last night.
I'm going to go with Landon Fleming here. Fleming hasn't had a point over the last 3 games, but he's definitely been doing his job. The defenseman has been bodying out opposing players to help the Toros gain control of the puck. Not necessarily a scoring defenseman. That's Adam Mahler, his line mate's job, but Fleming has been playing very well as of late.
I agree. Both of your players played very well last night. And that'll lead us to our home key group keys to the game. Ken, what are your keys to tonight's game against Watertown?
Well, as the Toros come in off of a loss, haven't had to say that in a while. The first key for me is to use last night's game as fuel, right? I think after a 13-game winning streak, you lose a game, it's easy to just throw it out, especially when you lose a game to a team that's just trying to stay out of the basement of the division. It's easy for the guys to go, whatever, one bad night, doesn't matter. But really, ideally for this group, you'll dwell on this loss. You'll use it to fuel your response, not just tonight, but for the next few weeks. Second key to the game, shoot. I jumped on a few times in the third period with Evan last night. Toros were passing up good scoring opportunities, trying to find great scoring opportunities, especially when you're down in a game. Just get pucks on net. Especially, I think there were a couple plays where Toros had the puck in the slot and passed up a shot to try and set up a better one. I think that was a huge mistake for the Toros last night. Hopefully they'll rectify it tonight. And third, home key group key to the game, special teams. Evan and I both talked about it during the Farmers Union pregame show so far tonight. Gave up a power play goal, gave up a shorthanded goal, failed to score on their own special teams attempts. So for this Toros group, it's been a long time since they've been outscored in special teams. Need to get back to getting on the right side of the special teams battle.
All right, we'll be back after this commercial break.
At Northwest Tire, we have tires for everyone. Needs tires that are reliable and safe to get her family where they need to be. Needs a tire that's heavy duty for all of his off-roading adventures. Needs tires that can get him from point A to point B. No matter what you drive or your budget.
Northwest Tire keeps you rolling down the road.
Lucky for us, life is full of choices, big and small. They define us, make us who we are. And when it comes time for you to choose a car, home, your next big adventure, or start a new business, Farmers Union Insurance has the variety of coverage options to protect each perfect moment. Farmers Union Insurance. Contact your local Farmers Union Insurance agent today.
The puck, the net, the crowd, the moment. A chance to make history. Just like that perfect play, we're here to help you win at your financial game. At Great River Federal Credit Union, we offer competitive rates and innovative technology designed to empower you to achieve your goals. Become a member of Great River and score a $100 bonus when you use promo code Hockey100. Visit greatriverfcu.org/Hockey100 for details and open your account. Member NCUA.
All right, Minotauros fans, it is time to take out your phones and pull up the Toros mobile app for your chance to win prizes throughout tonight's game, starting with our Four Bears Sportsbook over-unders. Ken?
Yeah, I think this line could even be 1.5, and I'd take the over. The Toros have been came out hot last night, 2 goals in the first period. They're going to come out with a fire lit under them tonight, having their 13-game win streak snapped. They get off to a hot start once again.
Yes, I agree. Little bit of insider information. I'm staying with the team trainer in the hotel, and they had a meeting this morning, and she basically said I would not want to be in the room for that. For whatever that means, that's what that means. I definitely think the team is going to come out, like Evan just said, a fire under their bellies. They're going to shoot as many pucks as possible on that net tonight as almost, I don't want to say revenge, but you killed our 13-game winning streak, so I'm going to go over.
I'm going to go over as well. I think Toros are going to come out hot. They're going to come out angry, and I wouldn't want to be lined up across from them in the first period tonight. That'll bring us to our second over-under, which is Toros total goals. I'm going to take the over on this one as well, just based on what the Toros have done against Watertown all season long. Law of averages, they should bounce back. They only had 2 last night. I would expect that number to go up.
Yeah, I agree. Definitely total goals, like you said, we only had 2 last night. That is not normal for us, and I definitely think that tonight, given what happened last night, again, fire under the bellies, all the kind of things, we're going to come out angry, we're going to come out hot. That's an easy over.
Yeah, this is a Toros team that averages over 3.7 goals per game, and it's a Shamrocks team that gives up well over 3 goals per game as well. Ken, as you said, law of averages, Toros going to score at least 4 goals tonight. I'll take the over.
And that'll bring us to our third, which is John Small points. Talked about it yesterday on the Farmers Union pregame show. John Small had 10 points in 6 games. He had an assist last night, so now 11 points in 7 games against these guys. Lauren, I'll let you kick it off.
Yeah, I definitely think, you know, if you've watched this pregame show, you know I love an over. I'm going to go over with this one as well. Like Ken just said, the stats, everything lines up for John Small when he plays against this Shamrocks team, as well as the fact that his line has just been overall powerful with him, Ian Spencer, and Gavin Middendorf. If it's not John Small creating the goal tonight, giving him a point, it's going to be one of them, and he'll probably have an assist. So I think this is an easy over.
Yeah, John Small has 1 goal and 1 assist over his past 4 games, and most players wouldn't call that a slump, but for John Small, who's averaging over a point per game, I don't think he's been too happy with the past couple of weeks. I think Small rectifies that tonight. He'll definitely have a point, and I think he'll have a goal.
All right, I guess that leaves it to me. I, of course, am going to take the over. A Chicago kid, I'm always rooting extra hard for the Chicago kids, and he was my player to watch last night for a reason. That will bring us to tonight's McDonald's Toros trivia question. A little bit different one for the fans and for our co-hosts tonight. Which Toro quit racing go-karts to focus on hockey? Your options are Adam Mahler, Leo Sabulis, Chuck Owens, or Billy Batten. Either of you have a guess?
Evan, I'll let you go first.
I'll go ahead and take Leo Sabulis, shot in the dark here. I mean, no idea who quit go-karts. Curious how old they were when they did it, but we'll find out the answer later in the night.
Yeah, I definitely think if it happened to be in the last 5 years, I think Leo Sabulis has been 6'2" for a long time in his life. But I do actually remember him saying something in one of our TikTok videos of his favorite Christmas present being a go-kart. So I think you might be right on that one. But for fun, I'm going to say Chuck Owens because that just fits his personality to a T, imagining him in a little go-kart. So I'm going with Chuck Owens. All right, and that'll bring us to our final thoughts. Ken, Evan, do you have any final thoughts on tonight's game in Watertown?
Obviously, this group not happy after last night's result, but 13 wins in a row is still a franchise record, still a lot to be proud about. Yes, the Toros lost last night and fell down the standings a little bit, but tonight's the perfect night to start a new streak.
When you win, you keep everything the same, and when you lose, you change everything possible. Coach Cody Campbell has done that. New starting lines out on the ice tonight. Will Mazenko in net instead of Lucas Spadine, although I think that was the plan going into the weekend. But we'll see. I'm excited to see how the Toros come out in the first 20 minutes.
All right, well, that'll do it for the Farmers Union Insurance pregame show. We'll be back with one more break for the drop of the puck with Evan and Ken on the Minotauros Network.
We often think of frontiers as pages in a history book, a time gone by. But even in this modern world, there are new frontiers to conquer. Whether you're tending the land to grow a better tomorrow or growing a business for new opportunities, the work you do powers the world. Exploring the frontier means stepping forward, shaping the future for yourself and for those around you. First International Bank and Trust, helping you live first, one step at a time.
When you carry blue, you get a devoted team backing you up, focused on you and your well-being, making it easier and affordable for you to make health a priority. When you carry blue, you get a health plan that anticipates your challenges, that's helping shape the future of healthcare, with more helpful tools and resources so you can get the most out of your benefits and focus more on living your best life. Find your plan today. Blue Cross Blue Shield of North Dakota. Carry blue, carry on.
I am Melissa Mack, and I do collections and loans at Aspire Credit Union.
My name is Amy Rasmussen, and I am the Member Experience Coordinator at Aspire Credit Union.
I think it's very important to give back to our community to show that we care. I think that we're very good at showing our members we care, and they see us out in the community.
What I like most about working at Aspire Credit Union, it is very family-oriented. We feel like one big happy family, and Aspire knows that your family always comes first.
I'll always remember when I first started. I showed up to work and my whole office was decorated in Mexican theme because I was going to be going to Mexico. I remember just being so shocked and so honored that they did that for me. I just think that's really special that Aspire allows us to develop those relationships with our coworkers.
We do a lot of fun things. We have the best potlucks ever. Kind of brings us together, and everyone just kind of helps each other out.
Aspire to more.
Hi, I'd like to add my new motorcycle to my insurance policy, please.
Greetings. Is it a moped or unicycle?
No, it's a motorcycle.
Unicycling enhances core body strength?
No, it's a motorcycle. It has two wheels, a seat, handlebars.
Does it have rocket boosters?
Can I speak to a live agent?
Impossible. All agents have been neutralized.
At Farmers Union Insurance, technology is important, and so is finding the best options for our clients, person to person. Farmers Union Insurance. Local agents, more options, great rates.
As long as you have the back of someone in the midst of an overdose, North Dakota's Good Samaritan Law has yours. Learn how to save a life at behavioralhealth.nd.gov.
Opioids. Fill with care.
Our history sets us on our path. From the moment we're born, we begin our walk through life. We learn so we can discover. We find our passion and develop our skills. We build relationships. We start thinking about what we're going to leave behind to those we love. Let our legacy help shape yours. First International Bank and Trust. No matter your place in life, we can help you live first.
Since 1977, Northwest Tire's been your partner on the road for over 40 years. People have put their trust in our quality brand tires and expert service on the roads and in the fields for work, play, and travel. Northwest Tire, keeping you rolling down the road.
The Four Bears Casino Sportsbook has a new look. Enjoy Vegas-style betting in comfort. Play and qualify to win trips to Vikings or Raiders NFL games. Order a drink at the dedicated bar. Then kick back in a lounger and watch the full wall display. Feel the action all the way to the final moment and claim your winnings. Book it for private draft parties or game day too. Visit the remodeled Sportsbook at Four Bears Casino and Lodge, 4 miles west of Newtown.
When facing disaster, it's not just the things we lose, but the memories. But there's hope. ServPro, with decades of experience in Minot and Bismarck, is always ready. Our certified professionals don't just restore homes, they rebuild lives. Because to us, you're not just a client, you're family.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Prairie's Lakes Ice Arena here in Watertown, South Dakota, as the Minot Minotauros get to take on the Watertown Shamrocks here in Game 2 of this series. Last night, it was the Shamrocks snapping the Toros' 13-game winning streak in a 5-2 victory. I'm Evan Epstein alongside Ken Oda, who's behind the scenes tonight. Lauren Hill will be joining us down by the rink during the intermissions. But last night was an eventful game. Toros got out to a 2-1 lead, took that lead to the first intermission, but the Shamrocks tacked on 3 in the second period, played very defensively over the final frame, and they were able to keep the Toros off the board. In goal tonight for the Toros, Will Mazenko, as Svedin gave up 4 goals on 23 shots last night. Mason Gudridge makes the start once again for the Shamrocks as we're underway here in Watertown, South Dakota. Comes out to Connor Toohey in the Toro zone. Toohey a pass up in the neutral ice off the skate of Jockums. Floated up into the air, now it's put down. Comes deep into the Toro zone. Jordan Gibbs will take it. Shamrocks laying back, now applying some pressure. Toros get it up to Jockums. Jockums had it taken off his stick. Toohey's going to dump it in. Crashing far side is Noah Gibbs as the Jockums-Owens line got the start for the Toros tonight. Near corner, Jockums gets in the way of the puck. Gibbs presses up Visnapu against the boards, comes out behind the goal of Gudridge. Puck comes up far side as Jordan Gibbs lays a big hit down on the half wall. In the neutral ice, Toros enter the Shamrock zone once again, but Braden Jockums angled away from the puck. Visnapu takes over. Ian Spencer can't get to the puck as the Toros tap it back down beyond the goal line. Shoveled around near side, 2 Toros in the way. Spencer skates in and takes the puck, shovels one down, looking for Middendorf, intercepted by Delevka. Delevka gets it to Masievskis, who races ahead left side, takes the shot, and it's saved by Will Mazenko in his first test since February 8th. As we take a look at the starting lines, Gibbs, Owens, and Jockums out to start, as was Connor Toohey and Jordan Gibbs. Will Mazenko's last game, as mentioned, February 8th at North Iowa. He made 31 saves, allowing just 1 goal en route to a 2-1 victory for the Toros. Drop coming to the right of Mazenko now. Toros win it off the draw and are able to clear the zone. Dubia across the red line for Bartley, and Bartley's going to fire it around the boards. Comes into the near corner. Ty James pressed up. Delevka skates away with it. Small trying to take it away. Delevka still has it. Delevka over right wing. Gets one in, center of the ice, and a shot goes just to the right of the net. Ian Spencer exits the zone. Spencer, a long pass across, comes for Middendorf. Driving in, shot. It's loose, up into the high slot. Spencer has it. Spencer down beyond the goal line, pass through the slot. No one home for the Toros. And Grant Gardner chips it out of the Shamrock zone all the way down the ice for icing with 18 minutes and 4 seconds to play. In the first period, icing brought to you by Minot's Finest Collision Center, as the puck will now come down to the right of Mason Gudridge as we take a look at Will Mazenko's numbers as Mazenko goes to take a lap. Very good numbers for Mazenko, a .934 save percentage, 1.9 goals against average. Mazenko gets the start tonight. Shamrocks win it straight back off the draw. Justin Bartley out to take it, but his pass got tipped. Masievskis comes away with it, passes up left side for Ginger. Ginger into the Toros zone and down beyond the goal line. Ginger pressed up by Jordan Gibbs. Jesse Yahala takes the puck. Yahala up the far side for Billy Batten, who leaves it for Ohanneson. Ohanneson's going to swipe it down beyond the goal line and go to retrieve his own puck. Comes up into the near corner. Batten pressed up against the wall. Ginger takes it up the near side. Ginger a pass across off the skate. It's still loose, and Joe Rice enters the Toro zone. Pass comes in left side. Now it's Visnapu, fires a shot. Goes out wide right of the net and comes all the way back down into the Shamrock zone.
Evan, it was a good cleanup of the rebound by Ohanneson to keep the Toros in a tie game.
Davin Nichols has it now near side. Nichols was a healthy scratch last night. Nichols gets it up for Hubert Clark. Clark racing in near side. Shot save, but the rebound came out wide. Spruill takes it. Spruill, long pass across. Space on the right wing. A shot saved by Mazenko. Puck comes out to the near corner. Toros take over. Another dangerous opportunity for the Shamrocks. Nichols enters the zone, fires one off the far boards. And no one there. 2-on-1 for the Shamrocks. Spruill fires, scores. Mazenko had no idea where it went. Will Mazenko never saw the puck as Carter Sproul gives the Shamrocks the early lead with 16:38 remaining, but the officials are huddling up after this one. We'll take a look at the replay here. Mazenko's net is now off its post. As Ken, I don't know if you got a better look at this one than I did, but they just waved it off.
The Toro net was off.
So because Mazenko's net came undone, they're going to say no goal. I think Mazenko had turned away from the play because his net was already off.
Here's another look.
We'll take another look. As Mazenko's net comes undone there, Mazenko calling for the officials.
So that was when the net came off on the earlier rush.
And then
the net never got put back on.
So a scary start to the game for the Toros, but nothing results as of it. Fans at Prairie's Lakes Ice Arena not happy, but that was the right call. Drop comes to the right of Mazenko as we'll resume play with 16:38 to go in the first period. Toros control it off the draw. Near side up into the neutral ice. Jochums races ahead. Braden Jochums spinning on the half wall away from Brant Doobie. Doobie bodies away Jochums from the puck, kept in at the far point and lobbed in to the corner. Gibbs shoots it around looking for Chuck Owens, but it got by Owens. Doobie first to the puck, a pass into the neutral ice for Lafleur. Lafleur through two defenders on the right side, hits the deck. No whistle blown, no penalty against the Toros. Jochums enters the neutral ice. Jochums across the blue line. Braden Jochums spinning through defenders, lobs one in toward the net. And Noah Gibbs had a look in the slot after Gibbs collided with Gudridge. Up the other way for Delevka. Delevka in the Toros zone, centers a pass, and the shot tipped by the Toros. Toros control and slow it down, chipped into the neutral ice by Braden Jochums as his unit will get a change in.
I'll have a look at the no goal. We had the net knocked off. Now I've got the no goal replay as well.
Mazenko fell down as the puck was fired around the boards. Taking it in the neutral ice is Surgat. Surgat whiffed. That lets Spencer take it. Spencer near side fires. Saved by Gudridge. Gudridge kicking out with the right pad. Back into the neutral ice where Spencer lays a big hit. And the Toros take the puck back. Perreault up for Chuck Owens. Owens gets it back down to Perreault. Perreault pressed to the ice by Surgat. Still on the half wall near side as Ian Spencer takes it. Spencer shovels it down into the corner looking for John Small. Middendorf there to try and help out. Ryan Ginger pass up into the neutral ice. Finds the stick of a Toro. Spencer has it now. Spencer is going to retreat back into the Toro zone. A long pass across. Finds Jordan Gibbs, gets it back to Spencer. Spencer into the high slot, fires too high. Middendorf takes it near corner. Middendorf skating around top of the zone. Middendorf up at the point. Over for Landon Fleming. Fleming, a long shot through traffic, finds the glove of Mason Gudridge with 14 minutes and 27 seconds
Here's the replay
to play
of the no goal.
In the first period. We'll take a look at the replay of the no goal call after the net was already undone for Mazenko, and you see it there. The net is not on its posts. The reason everyone here thought it was a goal was because the goal horn went off, as did the goal siren behind Will Mazenko. Puck comes up far side for Fleming. Fleming shoots it around behind the goal. Yahala there to retrieve, gives it to Billy Batten. Batten into the far corner, trying to turn in toward the slot. Batten goes across for Mahler. Mahler wires a long shot, and it's hugged by Mason Gudridge. Looked like Gudridge caught that one between the pads. 14 minutes and 11 seconds to play in the first period. Toros 4 shots on goal to the Shamrocks 3. Adam Mahler always firing a lot of shots. He had 4 in last night's game, and he leads the league in shots by a defenseman. Shamrocks win it back off the faceoff. Yahala near corner, tangled up with Sproul, Chipped up by Zach Boren, but kept in at the far point, and then Mahler got whacked in the face by Boren. Toros flip it into the far corner. Visnapuu takes it, a long pass up off the boards, looking for Jordan Gibbs. Mahler beat him to it. It floats down toward the net where Will Mazenko is forced to fall on the puck with 13 minutes and 48 seconds to play. Let's take a look at some social media check-ins. Kaylee Dosh and Sam Walter checking in from South Dakota. The Okesons checking in from Minot, watching on NATV. Charles Wilburn checking in from here at Prairie's Lakes Ice Arena. Wally and the Mocs, plus a couple of granddaughters checking in from Minot. Emma Phillips checking in from Alabama. As action set to resume, drop comes to the left of Will Mazenko. McKish in the circle for the Shamrocks. Puck stays on the dot as the Toros now skate away with it. Shamrocks keep it inside the blue line, however. Yahala takes it back beyond the goal line. Yahala will leave it back down. Toros on the controlled breakout here. Shamrocks lay off on the pressure as they did all third period last night. Batten up ahead, fires it into the near corner. Might have hit a stick of the Shamrocks. Behind the goal, swept out for Lafleur. Lafleur across for Visnapuu. Visnapuu with space on the left side enters the Toro zone. Visnapuu down beyond the goal line. Ty James, sliding play to take away the puck. Great defensive work by James. Up for Batten. Batten across into the neutral ice, intercepted by Visnapuu, who gets it back to the left side. Now it's Lafleur. Wires the shot, comes up on the boards on the right side. Down to the half wall for Delevka. Delevka crashing in on the net. Dimitris Delevka, delayed penalty. And it looks like it's going to go against the Toros as Mason Gudridge had started to break for the bench. So the Toros will go to the Papa John's PK for the first time tonight, as it's Jacko Hannesen who will go to the box. We'll see what the call is momentarily as we hit our first media timeout with 12 minutes and 53 seconds to go in period number one. Been a back and forth start to the game. 4 shots on goal, both sides. Both sides have had a couple of dangerous situations in front of the net. Next week, Toros versus the Wings back home at the Pepsi Rink at Mesa Arena. Puck drop 7:35 p.m. on Friday and Saturday. Saturday, March 1st, is also the Farmers Union Food Drive. If you donate 3 non-perishable food items or donate $10, you will get a very cool American-themed Toros jersey. So make sure you check out that event. They drop it now in the circle. Once again, stays in the face-off circle for some time. Comes up near corner for the Shamrock. Shot comes in into the glove of Will Mazenko. We'll take a look at some more social media check-ins. The Nelsons checking in from Minot. Aaron Bliven checking in. The Cattaraughts checking in from Richardson, watching on NATV. O'Hanneson's mom checking in from Michigan. Puck comes up near point for Visnapuu, gets it down to the half wall, now to the goal line. Centering pass across. Mazenko came out to tap it away. Now down beyond the goal line, Fleming applying pressure, couldn't keep it in at the near point, so the Shamrocks forced to retreat. Now Visnapuu couldn't handle the pass back in the Shamrock zone, comes to Ian Spencer. Spencer leaves it on the dot as Spencer was hit up into the boards. Beyond the goal is John Small. Small trying to go to work against 3 or 4 defenders. Visnapuu eventually takes the puck away, gives it to Zach Boren. Boren, center of the ice, up right side into the Toros zone. Shot comes in just wide right. Another good look for the Shamrocks, kept in at the far point by Doobie. Doobie walks in, fires a shot off the boards, comes around near side. Down to the goal line. A pass comes in, got tipped as the Toros are able to clear the zone after a couple of good looks by the Shamrocks. 50 seconds remains on the Papa John's penalty kill. Toros. Shamrocks have it right side, pass inside, pad save. No one knows where the puck is, and the whistle blows as it was played with a high stick. 38 seconds to go here on the Shamrocks power play. Shamrocks 15.73% on the power play coming into tonight's game. 22nd in the NAHL, but they were 1 for 1 in last night's game. Toros 88.1% on the penalty kill. as that is 5th in the NAHL. Toros skate away with it off the draw. Batten has space on the right side, takes the shot, he scores! Shorthanded goal for Billy Batten, as the Toros are the ones with the shorthanded goal tonight. Goal comes with 11 minutes and 23 seconds to go in the first period. Billy Batten had space up on the wing. Batten decided not to wait for John Small, who was coming with help. Instead, he takes it himself, wisely so, tucks it in to the far side of Mason Gudridge. Still 30 seconds to go on the Shamrocks power play. Visnapu takes it back into the Shamrock zone. Pass across for Dimitris Delevka. Delevka enters the Toro zone, spinning away from trouble and dumps it around the boards. Ty James between two Shamrocks pressing the puck up. Spencer comes over to help out. 4 players clogging it up. Toros happy to kill time off the Shamrocks power play. Still in the far corner. 4 seconds on the power play. Shamrocks skate away with the puck. Pass into the slot. Cleared away to Ian Spencer. Spencer across the center line. Finds O'Hanneson. O'Hanneson shot off target. O'Hanneson had just come out of the box and was all alone. Delevka skates up. Leaves it back in the neutral ice. Holden Carter shoots it off the boards. That shot from O'Hanneson saved by Mason Gudridge, as now the Toros on the breakout. Doobie takes it over in the neutral ice. Doobie across the blue line left side. Doobie swipes one in toward the center of the ice. Sproul has it. Sproul along the blue line, flips one down deep into the Toro zone. Comes up in the near corner. Hubert Clark around for Gavin Middendorf. Middendorf has space, chips it up. Now comes near side for Billy Batten. Batten misplayed the puck. Shamrocks take it back. Justin Bartley up the right side, and a nifty move to get around Billy Batten, but then it's turned over. Toros have numbers. Fleming shot saved. Or that was Middendorf with the shot. Puck comes through the slot. Now it's the Shamrocks with numbers the other way. Sproul leaves it off right side. In toward the net. A nice move. He scores. A nifty move from Kerr Markham, going back to his right, got Will Mazenko out of position as the Shamrocks tie this game up with 9 minutes and 39 seconds remaining in period number 1. And Markham, that one step toward the left, takes it back to the right, was able to deke out Will Mazenko. As we're even once again. Toros control it off the faceoff. Pass comes up for Noah Gibbs. Gibbs taps it and lets it go beyond the goal line. Comes up on the near half wall. Gibbs, a long shot save in the slot. Another shot. Gudridge is there once again. Shamrocks flip it out of the zone. Up to Ty James in the neutral ice. James fires it off Masiewski's. Puck comes back in the center of the Shamrocks zone. Still trying to clear as Braden Jochums got in there. As now Ryan Murphy passes for Masiewski's. Masiewski's dumps it in right on the body of Will Mazenko, and now Ty James. And a Shamrock, which we will shortly identify, throwing a couple of weak punches beyond the goal line. A couple good looks for the Toros in the slot as they were looking to make it 2-1. Pretty similar start to last night's game. Toros get on the board early. Shamrocks with the quick response. If we were to keep following the script, Toros would strike again shortly. Jammed up right off the draw, comes out to Lafleur on the half wall. Lafleur pressed up. Toros take it away up into the neutral ice, but Jochums bodied away from the puck. Jochums gets back to the puck, but the Toros whistled offsides. Offsides brought to you by Affinity First Federal Credit Union, as we're now under 9 minutes to go in the first period. Toros 8 shots on goal to the Shamrocks 7, as this one has looked pretty even over the first 11 or so minutes. Comes out to the logo as Davin Nichols will shoot it around the boards. Visnapu first to the puck. Visnapu gets it up the near side. Adam Mahler has it on his skates. Mahler takes it beyond the goal line. Mahler a pass into the slot. Hits Spencer Sassenberry. Comes out to Travis Lafleur. Lafleur enters the Toro zone and flips it behind Adam Mahler. Tap back to Lafleur. Lafleur tied up with Mahler. That allows Middendorf to get to the puck. Or that's Landon Fleming with the puck. Fleming hands it off to Davin Nichols. Nichols gets it up for Dane Ramirez. Ramirez to chase it down beyond the goal line, but not before Shea Gavin could swipe it around the boards. Comes up for Lafleur, hands it off to Rice. Rice looking inside for Ginger. Puck a little bit in front of his stick. Edwards takes it behind Will Mazenko. Up to Dane Ramirez. Ramirez far side, shoots it around the boards. Comes up for Sergat with space. Sergat tapped it back down. Chartier through his legs. Middendorf gets to it. Up at the far point. Shot was blocked. Middendorf back to the puck. Middendorf pressed to the ice by 2 defenders. Small over for Spencer. Spencer right wing. His shot was tipped. Small down in the far corner. Gets it to the near corner. Ginger has it for the Shamrocks. Ginger flips it well up into the air. This one's going to be on target. Mazenko's going to play it quickly for Hubert Clark. Clark leaves it in the corner for Jordan Gibbs. Gibbs pass up near side. Middendorf. Middendorf leaves it back in the Toro zone for Hubert Clark. Clark fires it into the near corner as Brant Doobie comes to retrieve. Doobie just fired it off the back of the cage. Comes around near side. Boren took a whack at it and got it all the way up the ice. Good stick work there. Looked like Kevin Perreault knocking it away from Cam Markham. Middendorf skates around the Toro zone. Up into the neutral ice for John Small. Small sends one just off. Gudridge shovels it to the side. Spencer and Justin Bartley fighting for the puck. Spencer was on top of it. Still in the far corner. Comes up on the left wing. Now up to the left point. Perreault slides it across. Clark dumps it down and it's caught in the back of the cage. Yahala takes the puck off the back of the net. Comes up to the near side. Pass across for Perreault. Perreault fires one down beyond the goal line. O'Hannesson fires one in. Save made by Gudridge. Quickly up for Ty James. James down to O'Hannesson. O'Hannesson had it poked free by Bartley. Bartley fires it around the boards. And Kevin Perreault was not there on the wall to keep it in the zone. Both sides going to make some changes. 6 minutes to play in period number 1. O'Hannesson tried to dump it in, but was blocked. Yahala gets it back in the neutral ice, had it poked free. Toros now send it deep into the Shamrock zone. Sergat up, and McKish had it poked free, goes right to Sassenberry. Sassenberry pass right side, shot, and it's loose. Puck comes up near side for O'Hannesson. O'Hannesson had his pass intercepted, comes back for Shepard, as Will Mazenko had barely got his pad on it to make the save, and the puck floated just beyond the goal line to the left. It's now trapped up behind Will Mazenko. Puck loose as the Toros able to clear the zone. Yahala working through a couple of defenders, had it knocked away. Shepard takes it up on the far side. Braden Jockham's got his stick in the way, and the Toros are able to collect the puck and take it back for Jordan Gibbs in their own zone. Gibbs pass up is going to go for icing with 4:57 to go in the period. Icing brought to you by Minot's Finest Collision Center. As we take a look at the last scoring opportunity for the Shamrocks, Mazenko just got enough of the puck to redirect it to the right of the net. And luckily enough for Mazenko, there was no Shamrock crashing in on the back door, because that would have been an easy puck to clean up. Toros control it off the faceoff. A pass up for Noah Gibbs. Gibbs had it poked free by Masiewski's. Comes over for Grant Gardner. Gardner lets Delevka float it in. Puck goes off the back wall and toward the cage. Perreault first to it. Perreault pass beyond the goal line. Comes up now for Braden Jockham's. Jockham's and Doobie jockeying for the puck. Shamrocks get it over for Justin Bartley. Bartley from the center line sends it around the boards. Mazenko out to greet the puck, taps it off. And now the puck comes for Jockums. Jockums got his stick on it, which avoids icing. Shepard pressed up by Jockums. Now Visnapu came. This is going to go against Braden Jockums, likely a back check. Jockums and Shepard. It was unintentional as we saw it right under us. Jockums was almost apologizing for the hit. Visnapu came over to maybe some retaliation, but realized nothing was going on. Nonetheless, Braden Jockums is heading to hockey jail with 4 minutes and 15 seconds to go in the period. So the Toros will go on the Papa John's PK for the second time tonight. The first time they were on the Papa John's PK, Billy Batten had the shorthanded goal. It was Batten's 18th goal of the season, his 52nd point. Billy Batten, one of 4 players on the Toros with over 50 points, as we'll take a look at that goal. The Toros, the only team in the NAHL with 4 players over 50 points, and here's a look at that goal from Batten. Batten has space on the left wing. Defender gave him too much space, and Batten took full advantage. That made it 1-0. Shamrocks had a response. 9 shots on goal aside, 1 goal aside, as we're even with 4:15 to go in the first period. Shamrocks on the power play. Comes up near side for Rice. Rice lets it go down to the goal line. They'll trade places as they cycle back and forth now behind the net of Svedin. Puck in front. Vistapu's one-timer was blocked, and now the Toros have a 2-on-none. Comes in. Spencer is shoved away. Score! John Small got it by Mason Gudridge. A chaotic sequence. John Small gives the Toros a 2-1 lead. The second short-handed goal of the first period for the Toros. Ian Spencer got shoved in the back. Almost thought the Toros were going to come to full strength as the Shamrocks might have taken a penalty here, but John Small gets the puck back, and Small tucks it in. Toros lead 2-1. Action resumes. 3:45 to go in the first period. Shamrocks have it in their zone up into the neutral ice. Pass comes across for Travis Lafleur. Lafleur spinning on the half wall, gets it to Delevka. Delevka just inside the blue line, goes to the left wing, down to the goal line, misplayed. Jordan Gibbs gets there as the Toros clear the zone. Still 1 minute and 12 seconds remain on the Shamrocks power play. Gibbs takes the puck beyond the goal line as it got, or that was Owens. Owens shovels it all the way down the ice. Mazenko leaves it for Gibbs. Now Gibbs is probably going to clear it again, and he does. Finds Billy Batten. Batten, a pass across. Small takes a shot into the stomach of Mason Gudridge as John Small was looking for the second shorthanded goal of that shift. And the Toros have certainly turned the tides when it's come to special teams tonight. Both of their goals in the first period coming short-handed. Small now in the circle to take it to the right of Gudridge. Toros have it off the draw. They let it float into the neutral ice. Mahler takes it back and dumps it in as the Toros have killed a lot of time off this power play relatively effortlessly. Sproul in the Shamrock zone, passes up the neutral ice for Markham. Markham flips it back for Carter Sproul as Sproul lets it float beyond the goal of Mazenko. Mahler takes it away. Mahler fires it up near side, comes all the way back down for Mason Gudridge. Both sides getting some changes in, just 22 seconds to go on the penalty kill for the Toros. Sproul takes it into the Toros zone, pass across for Joe Rice. Rice bodied away from the puck as Batten pokes it down the ice. Just 10 seconds to go on the penalty kill. Doobie up into the skates of Sproul, floats down the ice. Icing goes against the Shamrocks with 2 minutes and 18 seconds to play in the first period. Icing brought to you by Minot's Finest Collision Center. On the ice for the Toros right now, Noah Gibbs, Jordan Gibbs, Chuck Owens, and Ty James, as there's 3 seconds remaining on the penalty kill. Shamrocks control it off the draw, but quickly Noah Gibbs gets it down into the corner. Toros come to full strength. Taking it behind the goal is Sazenberry. Sazenberry a pass up for Zach Boren. Boren across the center line. Had it poked free by Braden Jockums. Jockums gets it back up. The official got in the way of Chuck Owens, which gives the puck to Spencer Sazenberry. Sproul dumps it deep into the Toro zone. James takes it behind Mazenko. Up far side for Noah Gibbs. Gives a pass into the neutral ice. Too far in front of Braden Jockums. Shamrocks win the race down the ice. So icing going against the Toros. Icing brought to you by Minot's Finest Collision Center. Comes with a minute and 47 seconds remaining in the first. John Small had his 21st goal of the year. Trails only Gavin Middendorf on the team, but 9 of Middendorf's goals came with the Chippewa Steel. Small with his 47th point, and there's the over for one of your Four Bears Casino Sportsbook and Lodge over-unders. Will go over half a John Small point. Toros in their own zone, up the near side. Comes across for Braden Jockums. Jockums enters the Shamrock zone. Jockums down into the corner. Off the skates of Visnapu, and William Shepard retrieves the puck. Shepard gets it up for Sazenberry. Sazenberry right side across the blue line. Sazenberry, shot from a tough angle, blocked, comes back to the goal line, and the Toros take possession of the puck. Shamrocks take it right back as the pass too far in front of Gibbs. Masiewski's swiping away at it. Now John Small gets it for Landon Fleming. Fleming across for Gibbs. Gibbs is able to dump it in despite getting pressed into the wall. John Small and Gavin Middendorf down to take it. Comes up to Adam Mahler. Mahler, a long shot off the body of Justin Bartley, allows the Shamrocks to send it down the ice. Will Mazenko wisely waiting for it to go beyond the goal line for icing, brought to you by Minot's Finest Collision Center. And as Ken was pointing out, we have the answer to 2 of our Four Bears over-unders. Over first period goals, it was set at a half. Before the game, I told you even if it was 1.5, I'd take the over. Well, Toros have 2 first period goals once again tonight as they lead 2-1. Masiewski's and Small in the circle to the right of Gudridge. Shamrocks have it. Comes back behind for Surgot. Pass too far out in front of him. Comes up for John Small on the half wall, up for Fleming. A long one-timer is tipped out wide right of the net. Bartley whiffs on the clear. Small shoved away from the puck, comes out to Landon Fleming in the neutral ice. Fleming lobs one in toward the near corner. 26 seconds to go in the first period. Surgot shoots it around. Fleming couldn't keep it in. Fleming down to retrieve his own loose change. Fleming hits the ice as Chartier, with a little pressure from behind, Toros take it away. Comes up for Middendorf. Middendorf into the Shamrock zone. Takes the shot. Tipped into the netting with just 4.3 seconds to go. We'll see if Cody Campbell will set up a play right off the draw with just 4.3 seconds to play. Jack Ohanneson's unit back out on the ice, and Ohanneson is lining up right in the shooting hole. 3 Toros players in the slot. Ohanneson behind Yahala. An awkward formation. Let's see how this plays out. And Yahala wins it back, but not where Ohanneson was. Ginger taps it down the ice, and that'll do it for the first period. The Toros take a 2-1 lead to the locker room, courtesy of 2 shorthanded goals, one coming from Billy Batten, the other courtesy of John Small. Cam Markham with the lone goal of the period for the Shamrocks. We'll go to commercial. When we come back, we'll have the Four Bears Casino and Lodge intermission report. Hang around.
When facing disaster, it's not just the things we lose, but the memories. But there's hope. ServPro, with decades of experience in Minot and Bismarck, is always ready. Our certified professionals don't just restore homes, they rebuild lives. Because to us, you're not just a client, you're family.
If RPMs raise your BPMs, if the open road is an open invitation, then get up and go. Go turn some heads. Go turn a wrench. Go windows down. Go volume up. Go in. Go out. Go off. Napa has America's largest network of parts and care, here to keep you firing on all cylinders.
Circle Sanitation is a locally owned family business providing quality waste hauling services since 1980. We provide service to residential and commercial customers, as well as roll-off service for large projects and construction sites. We are dedicated to providing excellent service at competitive prices without deceptive contracts or hidden fees. For more on what Circle Sanitation can do for you, call us or visit circlesanitation.com.
Welcome back to the Forebears Casino and Lodge Intermission Report. Toros have a 2-1 lead. We'll send it down to Lauren Hill, who's down by the rink.
All right, I'm here with Billy Batten. You scored our first goal tonight. I'm not going to ask you to walk us through that play. Rather, last night was not the way we wanted that night to end at all. How did it feel to get the first goal of tonight and just like the kickback?
It felt good. We all knew we didn't play our best yesterday, and it just wasn't good enough for us, so it was good to get the momentum started early.
All right, and what is it going to take to get out of Watertown tonight with a win?
Less odd man rushes, playing a lot simpler, and getting more pucks to the net and getting traffic on this guy. He's getting out a lot of rebounds.
All right, thank you, Billy.
Billy Batten hit the nail on the head. Mason Gudridge is giving up a lot of rebound chances. Toros got 11 shots on goal in the first period, 2 of them finding the back of the net. Both of those goals coming short-handed. An impressive display, to say the least, on the penalty kill for the Toros as we take a look at highlights from the first period. Well, before we get to the scoring, we're going to take a look at the no goal from the Shamrocks as the post was undone of Will Mazenko. As you see here, the post had already come off as the Shamrocks came ahead on the charge. Mazenko wasn't even playing the puck, and so Mazenko let it go by. Officials went back to review. They realized that the net was undone, and they rightfully reversed the call on the ice. Here, the scoring starts, or here's another look at the no goal. And this is now the first shorthanded goal for the Toros. Batten takes it away shorthanded. Batten up on the left wing, fires and finds the back of the net as the Toros took a 1-0 lead. Similar to last night's game, the Shamrocks had a quick response. It's Cam Markham. Markham weaving through traffic, dekes out Will Mazenko, goes to his right and ties the game up at 1. And the Toros, a 2-on-0 here. Ian Spencer lost the puck. John Small gets it and gets it by Mason Gudridge. So that's where we stand. The Toros a 2-1 lead. Shots on goal 11-9 in favor of the Toros. We'll go out to a short break and we'll come back with scores around the NAHL here on the Forebears Casino and Lodge Intermission Report.
At Northwest Tire, we have tires for everyone. Needs tires that are reliable and safe to get her family where they need to be. Needs a tire that's heavy duty for all of his off-roading adventures. Needs tires that can get him from point A to point B. No matter what you drive or your budget.
Northwest Tire keeps you rolling down the road.
Lucky for us, life is full of choices, big and small. They define us, make us who we are. And when it comes time for you to choose a car, home, your next big adventure, or start a new business, Farmers Union Insurance has the variety of coverage options to protect each perfect moment. Farmers Union Insurance. Contact your local Farmers Union insurance agent today.
The puck, the net, the crowd, the moment. A chance to make history. Just like that perfect play, we're here to help you win at your financial game. At Great River Federal Credit Union, we offer competitive rates and innovative technology designed to empower you to achieve your goals. Become a member of Great River and score a $100 bonus when you use promo code Hockey100. Visit greatriverfcu.org/Hockey100 for details and open your account. Member NCUA.
We often think of frontiers as pages in a history book, a time gone by. But even in this modern world, there are new frontiers to conquer. Whether you're tending the land to grow a better tomorrow or growing a business for new opportunities, the work you do powers the world. Exploring the frontier means stepping forward, shaping the future for yourself and for those around you. First International Bank and Trust, helping you live first, one step at a time.
When you carry blue, you get a devoted team backing you up, focused on you and your well-being, making it easier and affordable for you to make health a priority. When you carry blue, you get a health plan that anticipates your challenges, that's helping shape the future of healthcare, with more helpful tools and resources so you can get the most out of your benefits and focus more on living your best life. Find your plan today. Blue Cross Blue Shield of North Dakota. Carry blue. Carry on.
I am Melissa Mack, and I do collections and loans at Aspire Credit Union.
My name is Amy Rasmussen, and I am the Member Experience Coordinator at Aspire Credit Union.
I think it's very important to give back to our community to show that we care. I think that we're very good at showing our members we care, and they see us out in the community.
What I like most about working at Aspire Credit Union, it is very family oriented. We feel like one big happy family, and Aspire knows that your family always comes first.
I'll always remember when I first started. I showed up to work and my whole office was decorated in Mexican theme because I was going to be going to Mexico. I remember just being so shocked and so honored that they did that for me. I just think that's really special that Aspire allows us to develop those relationships with our coworkers.
We do a lot of fun things. We have the best potlucks ever. Kind of brings us together, and everyone just kind of helps each other out.
Aspire to more.
What's up, Toros fans? I'm John Small, and you're watching Toros Hockey on NAHLTV.com.
Welcome back to the Four Bears Casino and Lodge Intermission Report. Let's take a look at scores around the NAHL. Maybe we'll take a look at scores around the NAHL. While we're on delay, taking a look, John Small has continued to dominate against the Watertown Shamrocks. We'll talk about that in a bit, but now we'll go through some out-of-town scores. The New Jersey Titans, a 4-2 victory over the Danbury Hat-Tricks. Shreveport Mudbugs and Colorado Grit knotted at 2. That says period number 4. It's in overtime. 2 minutes to go in OT there. The New Hampshire Mountain Kings hold a 5-3 lead over the Rochester Junior Americans up at the second intermission. Maryland Black Bears tied at 1 with the Elmira Aviators, also at the second intermission. The Philadelphia Rebels, 2-0 lead over the Northeast Generals. About 12 minutes to go in the third there. Maine Nordiques up 1-0 over the Johnstown Tomahawks as play has just begun there. Now into the Central Division, the North Iowa Bulls hold a 3-2 lead over the Minnesota Mallards. Minute to go in the second period. That game likely won't have much consequence as the Bulls have fallen about 12 points out of fourth place and are quickly falling out of the playoff picture. The Oklahoma Warriors up 2-1 over the Corpus Christi Ice Rays at the first intermission. Wisconsin Wendigo, a 2-1 lead over the Springfield Junior Blues, also at the first intermission. We scroll down past our games where the Toros currently lead 2-1. Janesville Jets and Fairbanks Ice Dogs still scoreless 20 minutes through that game. St. Cloud Norsemen and Austin Bruins tied up at 1. The Norsemen moved into fourth place yesterday after they picked up a victory, and the Wings lost to the Bismarck Bobcats, so the Norsemen looking to keep that final playoff spot. The Bruins currently have the same amount of points as the Toros do. They are at 68 points each. The the Bruins have played one less game. However, the Toros are still technically in second place because they have more wins, but the Toros have 2 more wins, thank you, Ken, but the Bruins are still in better position because they have played one less game. Bismarck Bobcats a 1-0 lead over the Aberdeen Wings. Just under 3:30 to go in the first period there. So the Bruins and Norsemen, Bobcats and Wings, those are the 2 games the Toros should be keeping an eye on. Kenai River Brown Bears a 1-0 lead over the Minnesota Wilderness with a minute to play in the first. Odessa Jackalopes and New Mexico Ice Wolves are scoreless about 9 minutes in. Anchorage Wolverines and Chippewa Steel, Wolverines up 1-0 in the first. And the El Paso Rhinos and Lone Star Brahmas have yet to drop the puck. And we'll send you right back to a commercial break. When we come back, we'll have action in the second period between the Minot Minotauros and the Watertown Shamrocks. Toros lead 2-1.
Hi, I'd like to add my new motorcycle to my insurance policy, please.
Greetings. Is it a moped or unicycle?
No, it's a motorcycle.
Unicycling enhances core body strength?
No, it's a motorcycle. It has 2 wheels, a seat, handlebars.
Does it have rocket boosters?
Can I speak to a live agent?
Impossible. All agents have been neutralized.
At Farmers Union Insurance, technology is important, and so is finding the best options for our clients, person to person. Farmers Union Insurance. Local agents, more options, great rates.
As long as you have the back of someone in the midst of an overdose, North Dakota's Good Samaritan Law has yours. Learn how to save a life at behavioralhealth.nd.gov.
Opioids. Fill with care.
Our history sets us on our path. From the moment we're born, we begin our walk through life. We learn so we can discover. We find our passion and develop our skills. We build relationships. We start thinking about what we're going to leave behind to those we love. Let our legacy help shape yours. First International Bank and Trust. No matter your place in life, we can help you live first.
Since 1977, Northwest Tire's been your partner on the road for over 40 years. People have put their trust in our quality brand tires and expert service on the roads and in the fields for work, play, and travel. Northwest Tire, keeping you rolling down the road.
We had a member that came into the credit union who doesn't historically come in. She went up to the teller line and said she wanted $25,000 in cash. The teller kind of questioned her about it. And she said, I'm buying a car, but she was kind of fidgety. And is that when she went to you first?
She had to make a phone call to see who it was payable to, and that was
which is way weird. I mean, that's a huge red flag. And that's kind of when I came up there and I just said, are you comfortable coming to my office if we just sit down and talk about this?
And that's where you took the phone and talked to the person on the other line, right?
Then to hit the button on the phone and disconnect them, for her to say thank you.
I'd rather ask the uncomfortable questions than hear that I just assisted someone losing $25,000.
Perfect. That's when you know you did a good job that day.
In life, there's good, better, and the best. The same theme applies for our car and light truck tires at Northwest Tire. We offer you good tires, better tires, and the best tires. Which choice is right for you? That depends on your tire performance needs and your budget. The choice is yours. Come in and talk to one of our tire experts and we'll help you decide which tire is best for you.
Keeps you rolling down the road.
Welcome back to the Forebears Casino and Lodge Intermission Report. Speaking of Forebears, let's take a look at tonight's over-unders. Over-under Toros total first period goals. That hit as the Toros with 2 goals over the first 20 minutes. Total Toros goals over-under 3.5. It's looking good, but still a lot of hockey left to play. 40 minutes to go. Toros a 2-1 lead. We'll see if they can tack on 2 more goals. Total John Small points. That one has already hit over 0.5. John Small with the shorthanded goal as he continues to destroy the Watertown Shamrocks. Always great when you bet on the overs and they hit early. You don't have to sweat it any longer. 2 of them already going toward the overs. As we take a look at what's going on back at the Pepsi rink next week, The Aberdeen Wings come to town Friday, February 28th, and Saturday, March 1st. Saturday, March 1st is the Farmers Union Food Drive. You can donate 3 non-perishable food items or $10, and you will get a USA-themed Toros jersey. So make sure you support the Farmers Union Food Drive. Great cause. Plus, you get a little bit of Toros merchandise. And that'll kick off 3 home weekends in a row for the Toros after the Wings come to town. Then it'll be the Minnesota Mallards on February 7th and 8th. Then the North Iowa Bulls the following weekend on the 14th and 15th. Toros then 4 straight games against the Austin Bruins, first 2 coming in Austin, and then Austin comes back to Mesa Arena. You don't want to look too far ahead in the schedule, but with the Toros and the Bruins both at 68 points that those 4 games are going to be crucial in determining playoff seeding heading into the playoffs in mid-April. And Ken.
Yeah, I'm going to jump in here. Also, Toros families, moms and dads, you should have gotten an email from me personally inviting you to our Toros family weekend, March 14th and 15th. Always a good time. It's one of my favorite weekends of the year. We get to meet families. Actually, Evan's parents are coming out as well. My parents, I forgot to invite them for the 12th year in a row. But otherwise, Toro families, we would love to see you at the Pepsi Rink in Mesa Arena. Of course, we're not limiting it to moms and dads, brothers and sisters, aunts, uncles, grandparents, cousins, the weird old lady from down the street who's like another grandma. Anyone who would be important to your player to have at Toros Family Weekend is invited. Just make sure you RSVP through the link in the email. Looking forward to seeing all the Toro families. Like I said, it's always a fun weekend, one of my favorite weekends of the season.
All right, but with that, that'll do it for us here on the Four Bears Casino and Lodge Intermission Report. We're just about 4.5 minutes away from puck drop in the second period. Toros lead the Shamrocks 2-1. Stay tuned.
The Four Bears Casino Sportsbook has a new look. Enjoy Vegas-style betting in comfort. Play and qualify to win trips to Vikings or Raiders NFL games. Order a drink at the dedicated bar. Then kick back in a lounger and watch the full wall display. Feel the action all the way to the final moment and claim your winnings. Book it for private draft parties or game day too. Visit the remodeled Sportsbook at Four Bears Casino and Lodge, 4 miles west of Newtown.
When facing disaster, it's not just the things we lose, but the memories. But there's hope. ServPro, with decades of experience in Minot and Bismarck, is always ready. Our certified professionals don't just restore homes, they rebuild lives. Because to us, you're not just a client, you're family. When facing disaster, it's not just the things we lose, but the memories. But there's hope. ServPro, with decades of experience in Minot and Bismarck, is always ready. Our certified professionals don't just restore homes, they rebuild lives. Because to us, you're not just a client, you're family.
If RPMs raise your BPMs, if the open road is an open invitation, then get up and go. Go turn some heads. Go turn a wrench. Go windows down. Go volume up. Go in. Go out. Go off. Napa has America's largest network of parts and care, here to keep you firing on all cylinders.
Circle Sanitation is a locally owned family business providing quality waste hauling services since 1980. We provide service to residential and commercial customers, as well as roll-off service for large projects and construction sites. We are dedicated to providing excellent service at competitive prices without deceptive contracts or hidden fees. For more on what Circle Sanitation can do for you, call us or visit circlesanitation.com.
At Northwest Tire, we have tires for everyone. Needs tires that are reliable and safe to get her family where they need to be. Needs a tire that's heavy duty for all of his off-roading adventures. Needs tires that can get him from point A to point B. No matter what you drive or your budget,
Northwest Tire keeps you rolling down the road.
Lucky for us, life is full of choices, big and small. They define us, make us who we are. And when it comes time for you to choose a car, home, your next big adventure, or start a new business, Farmers Union Insurance has the variety of coverage options to protect each perfect moment. Farmers Union Insurance. Contact your local Farmers Union Insurance agent today.
The puck, the net, the crowd, the moment. A chance to make history. Just like that perfect play, we're here to help you win at your financial game. At Great River Federal Credit Union, we offer competitive rates and innovative technology designed to empower you to achieve your goals. Become a member of Great River and score a $100 bonus when you use promo code Hockey100. Visit greatriverfcu.org/Hockey100 for details and open your account. Member NCUA.
Welcome back to Prairie's Lakes Ice Arena here in Watertown, South Dakota. As we are just about set to begin the second period, the Toros with the 2-1 lead over the Watertown Shamrocks. 2 shorthanded goals for the Toros in the first period. Billy Batten got his 18th goal of the season unassisted. John Small with the second shorthanded goal of the period. Ian Spencer found Small. Spencer picked up his 37th apple of the season, as Spencer is now tied for 5th with Jack O'Hanneson for most assists in the North American Hockey League. Puck has dropped. Action resumes here in the second period. Shamrocks send it into the neutral ice. Tipped down deep into the Toros zone by Sproul. Mazenko misplayed it, now gets it up to Gibbs. Gibbs looking for Owens, tap back into the zone, but right to Jordan Gibbs. Gibbs' pass intercepted. Opportunity here, but Gibbs wisely gets his stick in the way, and Gibbs forces Travis Lafleur away from the puck. Sazenberry has it. Sazenberry crashing in. Mazenko denies it with the stick. Lafleur right into the skates of Chuck Owens. Owens lets it go back for Jordan Gibbs. Gibbs pauses behind Mazenko, now breaks out. Comes up for Connor Toohey. Toohey given space on the left side. Toohey fires one in, up off a stick and into the netting with 19 minutes and 9 seconds to play in the second period. As we take a look at what's going on around the division, Game 2 between the Bismarck Bobcats and the Aberdeen Wings. North Iowa Bulls playing the Minnesota Mallards in the irrelevant matchup of the night. And then the Austin Bruins taking on the St. Cloud Norsemen, as Bruins and Norsemen at Wings and Bobcats have a lot of playoff implications. Draw comes in the neutral ice. Small wins it straight back to Ian Spencer. Spencer, pass across in neutral to Middendorf. Middendorf enters the zone. It's left for Adam Mahler. Mahler swipes it through the legs of a defender. Spencer trying to retrieve it, but Spencer's beat to the puck by the Shamrocks. Toros intercepted. It's John Small on the right wing. Small turns around, sends a pass into the slot. Fleming looking inside. Toros still have it. Middendorf into the far corner. Middendorf wrapping around. Middendorf had his pass blocked. Shamrocks skate away with the puck. Shamrocks float it down into the near quarter. Comes around for Will Mazenko. Pass through the slot. No Shamrocks home. Mazenko back in position. Whistle blows. And his net is off. The left post of Will Mazenko came off, as Mazenko might have been bailed out a little bit there. A lot of activity behind the cage of Mazenko. Likely bumped it off. So now they'll drop it to the right of Mazenko. John Small and Carter Sproul in the circle. Sproul wins it straight back. A quick shot is blocked out to the near corner. Sproul takes it. Sproul looking over far side, and it gets dumped around back to the near corner. Sproul there once again. Sproul gets it down for Cam Markham. Markham blocked out to the far wall and gets dumped right back in for Markham. Markham off the skate of Landon Fleming, and it almost got tucked in to the right of Will Mazenko. And has Mazenko's net come undone yet again? Yes, it has. This time it's the right post. So for the second time in that sequence, Mazenko's net has come off. Third time this game, although the first time was down at the other end of the ice. They drop it again. This time, Small gets it back to Mahler. Fleming shoots it around the boards, looking for Spencer. Markham, a centering pass through the slot. Sproul couldn't get his stick on it. Middendorf up on the far side. Middendorf into the neutral ice, gives it to Ian Spencer. Spencer's shot is hugged home by Mason Gudridge with 17 minutes and 44 seconds to play here in the second period. Let's take a look at some more social media check-ins. Corey's checking in from Glenbird. Neubauer's checking in. Knight's checking in from Minot. The Whitakers checking in. So are the Bookers. Pattersons from Bonfire Theater. Lauren and Grandma Spencer watching from New Lenox. And the puck immediately goes in front of Gudridge off the draw. Gudridge falls on the puck, so we'll do it all over again. This time with 17 minutes and 41 ticks on the clock. Yahala gets it back up for Kevin Perreault. Perreault slides it across the blue line for Ty James. James will sweep it around the boards. Batten going to chase it down on the far side. Batten's helmet came off. He's forced to go to the bench and leave the puck into the neutral ice. Racing up far side, Ty James bodying his man away from the puck. Good defensive work from James as it's now clogged up far side. In for Chartier. Chartier leaves it up to the top of the zone where it's sent around. Comes up on the near half wall, but a whistle blows first as the officials are going to go get Billy Batten his helmet back. We'll take a look at the Central Division standings. Been talking about it through the intermission. Bobcats now up in first point, 69 points. Toros and Bruins at 68 points. Bruins have played one last game. That puts them in better position, but the Toros 2 more wins. So that's the tiebreaker that puts them in second place. Toros get it back to Huber Clark. Clark slides it to Gibbs. Gibbs up for Davin Nichols, who tips it down beyond the goal line. Now a penalty coming against the Shamrocks as Mazenko headed for the bench, but Shamrocks got their stick on it. A big hit up into the wall as the Toros will head to the First Western Bank and Trust power play for the first time. Yes, for the first time this game, Toros, the best power play unit in the league, 24.29%. On the power play. Shamrocks have been a little bit shaky, 80.84% on the PK. That's 23rd in the NAHL. It's Shea Gavin who's going to the box. Gavin, a former teammate, or Gavin brothers with Toros alum Grayson Gavin, as we had an opportunity to talk briefly with his dad a little bit earlier. Toros on the power play. And the Shamrocks quickly clear it after some confusion on the draw. Got caught up in the skate of Billy Batten. Mazenko leaves for Adam Mahler. Mahler over for Ohanesen. Ohanesen into the neutral ice. Passes across to Yahala. Yahala center of the ice across the blue line. Yahala stops on a dime and sends it deep into the zone. Batten is there to retrieve. Comes around near corner. Ohanesen can't get there. Whiffed on the clear. Comes around for Jesse Yahala far side. Yahala turns and gets it down for Batten once again. Batten tied up with 3 players as the Shamrocks are continuing to be aggressive on the penalty kill, and the Shamrocks clear the puck. A minute and 15 seconds remain on the Toros power play. Yahala goes across for Ohanesen. Ohanesen right side. Ohanesen dumps it for Spencer, gets it over to Adam Mahler. Mahler, a long shot through traffic. It's loose in the slot, and it gets knocked out to the far corner up for Adam Mahler. Mahler keeps it in, down to the half wall for Yahala. Yahala shovels it to the corner, up to Adam Mahler. Mahler across left side. Ohanesen shot comes around off the glass. Back up to the point for Mahler. Mahler right wing, center. And a shot coming from Ian Spencer. Mahler has it back. Mahler gives it to Yahala. Yahala sweeps it across, intercepted. It's still in the slot. It's in. Toros capitalize on the confusion as they take a 3-1 lead. We're going to have to take a look at the replay. With all the traffic in the slot, it's unclear how that puck was maneuvered to the back of the net. Here's a look at the replay. Mahler gets it over to Yahala. Yahala, I think he was looking for Ohannes. Spencer got to it, and Billy Batten finished it off for his second goal of the game. Toros up 3-1. Shamrocks have it back in their own zone. Pass comes across, now up over center of the ice. Skating by Hubert Clark, and now it's Carter Spruill. Spruill beyond the goal line, had his pass intercepted by Braden Jockums. Jockums turned away from the puck. Gibbs able to clear the zone. Shamrocks fire it right back around. Mazenko has the puck go by him. A shot comes in. Mazenko barely got back to make the save. Puck in the slot. Gibbs takes it away from Zach Boren. Noah Gibbs across for Chuck Owens. Owens couldn't handle the puck. So the Shamrocks float it back into the Toro zone. Shamrocks take over once again, but that is a very clear offsides. Noah Gibbs a little frustrated with the poke at the end of the play. Gibbs was involved in a couple altercations last night at the end of the game, and Gibbs was definitely getting frustrated. Nonetheless, the Toros hold a 3-1 lead. Shots on goal, they now lead 19-10, which means this period they lead 8-1 in shots on goal. 14:38 to go in the second period. John Small gets it back. Middendorf got it away from Ginger, comes up far side in the neutral ice. Shamrocks whiffed, and offsides is going to be called yet again. Offsides brought to you by Affinity First Federal Credit Union. They'll bring the drop to the logo at the center of the ice. John Small's unit out there for the Toros. Joe Rice's unit for the Shamrocks comes over for Gavin Middendorf. Middendorf with speed on the left side. Middendorf collapsing in on net, backhands one in. Gudridge made the save. Comes up, Ty James retreated. Shamrocks take it out of the zone. Misplayed by Joe Rice. Toros get it up to Ian Spencer. Spencer looking for Middendorf. Middendorf gets it back and lets Toohey take it. Toohey down on the right side to the goal line. Pass comes up, and Ty James couldn't keep it in the Shamrock zone. James gets it to Middendorf. Middendorf had it poked, and now it gets to the blue line, but they're going to say on the first poke it got beyond the blue line, so offsides is going to be called. Offsides once again brought to you by Affinity First Federal Credit Union. Fleming and Mahler back out on defense for the Toros as now Jack Edwards and that fourth line in for the Toros, Edwards, Ramirez, and Nichols. Ramirez comes in to take the drop. Shamrocks control it. Comes back into their zone. Toros applying pressure, but the Shamrocks sweep it down the ice. Mahler is first to the goal line, and icing is called against the Shamrocks with 13:45 to go in the second period. Icing is brought to you by Minot's Finest Collision Center. Davin Nichols was a scratch last night, which was a little bit of a surprise given how physical we thought the game was going to be. Perhaps Cody Campbell wanted to keep him out of the penalty box, but nonetheless, Nichols back in the lineup tonight. We haven't seen anywhere near the physicality and fighting that we saw last time we were in Watertown. Shamrocks have it beyond the goal line of Gudridge, get it up to Delevka, far side.
The way tonight's gone.
Well, comes up, Spruill takes the shot wide right of the net. Mazenko may have got a piece of the blocker on it. Masiewski's back into the neutral ice. Will reset down in the Shamrock zone.
As I was starting to say, the way tonight's gone, you almost want to take penalties. Toros a shorthanded goal on each penalty kill.
Chartier, a pass in front, got chopped out in midair by Masiewski's. Comes to the near corner. Delevka working on Fleming. Delevka spins it down beyond the goal line. Mahler's there with a little bit of room. Mahler, a pass up, comes into the neutral ice. Ramirez tied up on the wall. Shamrocks take it back, and Nichols got in the way, but the Shamrocks able to maneuver the puck through, get a shot, kick save from Mazenko. Puck comes around far side. Perreault pressed up by McKish. Yahala takes it. Yahala up for Ramirez. Ramirez far side, Davin Nichols. Nichols is going to send it around. Gudridge out to get it. Gudridge plays it across, and this is going to be icing with 12:31 to go in the second period. Icing brought to you by Minot's Finest Collision Center. As the Shamrocks have continued to ice the puck pretty frequently here in the second period, and that's because the Toros have had possession in their zone for the vast majority of this period, leading shots on goal 9-2. Toros hold this period's only goal came from Billy Batten, who now has 2 tonight. John Small, the other goal scorer for the Toros. O'Hannesson, quick shot off the draw, comes out wide right. Yahala pressed up beyond the goal line. Batten to help him out. Batten now jammed up. 4 players clawing away at the puck. Comes out to Yahala. Yahala tried to get it to Perreault, couldn't do so. Comes around far side now. Batten once again tied up with the Shamrocks, as the Shamrocks are going to be able to flip it up beyond the zone. But Perreault with some good stick work there to avoid a shot from Travis Lafleur. Jordan Gibbs up near side, gets it to Yahala. Yahala exits the Toro zone, but it's on the stick of Carter Sproul. Sproul sends it around the boards, comes into the near corner. Billy Batten takes it. Batten up into the neutral ice, but that one on the stick of the Shamrocks. It's William Shepard. Shepard backhands one into the neutral ice as the Shamrocks move forward into the Toro zone, up into the high slot. Yahala takes it away. Yahala up the right side, gets around Carter Sproul. Yahala enters the Shamrock zone. Pass over right side, O'Hannesson. O'Hannesson sweeps one in. Yahala's shot saved. What a save by Mason Gudridge. Looked like he went up with the glove, as Jesse Yahala with a tricky move there to try and get one by Mason Gudridge. As we take a look at Jack O'Hannesson. O'Hannesson's not heating up. He's on fire. 17 goals and 37 assists on a 5-game point streak where he has 7 points over the course of those 5 games. O'Hannesson, over the past month, claimed the record for all-time point leader for the Toros. He also has the most points of any player currently playing in the NAHL. Oh, we'll take a look at that last save from Mason Gudridge. It was Jesse Yahala who had the chance for the Toros. As you see, it's Yahala coming up right side, gets it back down on the doorstep, and I mean, that is a great shot from Yahala, but sometimes better goaltending will beat a great shot, as it did there. So the drop comes to the right of Gudridge. Starting line out for the Toros, it's the Jockums unit with Chuck Owens and Noah Gibbs. Comes back beyond the goal line of the Shamrocks. 11-12 to play in the second period. Jockums has it on his skates. Jockums takes it down. Wraparound try. Comes out far side. Fleming takes the one-timer off the wall. Long pass up. It's Markham. Markham at his pocket, picked by Adam Mahler. Mahler to Owens in the Toro zone. Owens gets it to the neutral ice. Passes up for Gibbs, who got his stick on it. Puck floats down. Gibbs chases it down. Noah Gibbs clogged up in the wall. Comes out on the half wall. Carter Sproul has it delayed. Penalty is going to go against the Toros. Or is it going to go against the It's going to go against the Shamrocks. So the Toros are going to go on the power play once again. Toros 1 for 1 on the power play. All three of their goals have come on special teams, first two shorthanded. Billy Baden's second goal of the night came on the power play. This is William Shepard to the box. Ken, was that, are you on right now, or was that? Well, Ken was just talking to me. He was saying that the keys to the games might have indicated special teams having a big impact tonight. And yes, Ken, you are certainly correct. So the second First Western Bank and Trust power play of the night for the Toros. First unit out on the ice. Comes up to Adam Mahler. Mahler drops it. Comes into the center of the ice for Yahala. Yahala over right wing for Ian Spencer. Spencer up to Mahler. Mahler had to shimmy over to get it. Gives it to Jack Ohanesen on the left side. Ohanesen across for Yahala. Yahala over center of the ice. Sends it to the goal line. A one-timer. Ohanesen's shot was blocked. Ian Spencer comes over for Adam Mahler. Mahler in. Spencer shot in the slot, and it gets knocked out far side. Yahala. Spencer on the half wall up to Adam Mahler. Mahler at the point. Back over for Yahala, gives it to Ohanesen over Mahler on the right side now. Mahler takes a shot, comes down to Baden into Spencer. Spencer in front of the net. Gudridge fell on the puck with 9 minutes and 52 seconds to go in the second period. 1 minute and 15 seconds to go on the Toros power play. Toros keeping the puck down in the Shamrocks zone. Maybe some tired legs for the Shamrocks as they're laying off the puck a little bit on the penalty kill, which is not what we saw earlier this game, and it's certainly not what we saw yesterday. Toros get their second power play unit on the ice. Jockums to take the draw. Jockums wins it back, and now Gibbs takes it. Gibbs over left side. Noah Gibbs turning away from his defender. Gets it down toward the corner for Braden Jockums. Jockums pressed up by two defenders. Gibbs sweeps it over to Noah Gibbs. Noah Gibbs across left side. Middendorf down to Jockums beyond the goal line. Jockums gets it up for John Small. Small retreated momentarily, which allows the Shamrocks to clear the puck. Small gets it back in the neutral ice. Gives it over for Noah Gibbs. Gibbs across the blue line. Braden Jockums taps it to Middendorf left side. Center of the ice for Gibbs down to the goal line. Middendorf shot a little bit wide. Comes up on the far wall for John Small. Small taking his time up to Jordan Gibbs at the point. Gibbs slides it over. Back to Gibbs now. Jordan Gibbs finds Small. Small center of the ice. Leaves it in for Ian Spencer. And Gudridge covers up the puck with just 18 seconds to go on the on the First Western Bank and Trust power play. Once again, both sides are going to make some changes. The Shamrocks have only cleared the puck once on the penalty kill, and it was just a brief clear into the neutral ice. Toros quickly entered after that play. First unit back out for the Toros. Yahala gets it to Billy Baden. Baden right side. Ohanesen. One-timer comes out near side, and now the Shamrocks are able to clear the puck. Mahler behind Mazenko. Mahler comes up the ice. Shamrocks come full strength. Sazenberry takes it back. Shamrocks clear. Mahler in the neutral ice. Spins it back for Landon Fleming in the Toro zone. Fleming across for Jesse Yahala. Yahala skates up the right side of the ice. Yahala turning in toward the net. Yahala takes it back behind. Yahala up for Landon Fleming. Fleming on the wall gives it to Adam Mahler, center of the ice. Mahler takes a long shot. Not on target. Comes up in the center of the ice as Lafleur with some good stick work keeps it on. And now he lost it to Jack Ohanesen. Fleming up off the stick of Billy Baden goes toward Mason Gudridge. Gudridge will play it for Alex Visnapu. Visnapu comes up near far side. Skating in on Connor Toohey is Delevka. Centering pass, score. Travis Lafleur got his stick on it right in front of Will Mazenko. Able to chip it up over Mazenko as the Shamrocks have cut the deficit to 1. We'll take a look at the replay. A beautiful centering pass, and LaFleur with a nifty move to get into the slot and to finish off the goal. Shamrocks win it back, and Gibbs now has it in the neutral ice. Gibbs taken by Delevka. Delevka sweeps one in on net, saved by Mazenko. Tough angle shot, now whiffing was Bartley. Ramirez gets it out of the Toro zone, comes back down for Kevin Perreault. Perreault, pass across for Jack Edwards. Edwards is going to dump it in. Gudridge can't control the puck. Bartley sends it right back around. Far side, Fleming. And Perreault shoots it down to Fleming. Fleming looking inside in the slot. Comes out to Jordan Gibbs. Gibbs down beyond the goal line. Gibbs wrapping around. Gibbs looking in toward Nichols. Nichols takes a shot. And this time, the net of Mason Gudridge has come undone. So while Will Mazenko has caught a couple of breaks earlier in this game, now Mason Gudridge gets a break of his own. Toros a 3-2 lead with 7 minutes and 1 second remaining here in period number 2. That last goal from Travis LaFleur, his 6th goal of the season, his 18th point. LaFleur, one of just 2 D1 commits for the Shamrocks, as he's committed to Miami of Ohio. I still think it's wrong that there's a Miami in Ohio. Small in the circle. Small gets it to Mahler. Mahler takes it down the wall. Mahler, shot from a tough angle. Sounded like it hit the post, and a whistle. Did it come undone again? It looks like it did. So both sides of the ice, the cages have been a bit finicky tonight, as I want to say that is the 5th time we have had trouble with either of the nets. So just 7 seconds transpire since the last whistle. Drops still to the left of Gudridge. Comes back to Middendorf. Middendorf taps it down into the near corner. Spencer crashes down to the ice. Spencer now skates in. Spencer tries to leave it for Small. Looked like the Shamrocks blocked it out to the boards. Comes up to the right point for Adam Mahler. Mahler sends it around looking for Middendorf. Goes beyond Middendorf. Up on the half wall as the Shamrocks come away with the puck. Spencer now retrieves it. Spencer shoots it around, was looking for Small in the corner, comes to Middendorf now in the far corner, and Middendorf is able to sweep it right back around. Up for Landon Fleming near point. Fleming, a long shot, comes a little bit left of the cage. Long pass up, and icing is called. It looked like Carter Sproul was going to be first to the puck, however. But I think the official just saw where the puck was fired from. Blew the whistle, and icing called with 6 minutes and 4 seconds to go in the second. So the puck comes right back down to the Shamrock zone. We'll take a look at some more social media check-ins. Well, we might not have time. Bass family checking in from Minot. Dorothy and Mike Small checking in from Orleans Park. Miller's watching from Lansford. Lawrence is checking in from Minot. Toros get it back to Adam Mahler. Mahler lets it go down to the far glass. Yahala leaves it for Batten. Comes up for Ty James. James down into the corner. Billy Batten now trapped up. Batten sweeps it to Yahala. Yahala up the half wall. Slides it over to Hubert Clark. Clark was floating to the blue line, so he has to send it down. Billy Batten there on the near side. Batten gets it to Yahala. Yahala whiffed. Batten now gets a shot in, and it finds the glove of Mason Gudridge with 5 minutes and 35 seconds to play in the second. We'll take a look at some more social media check-ins. Lawrence is checking in from Minot. Broussard's checking in from the Mesa to watch a Pee Wee game. Ramirez family in from Pennsylvania. Kim Bartell checking in from Bozeman. Laurel Hyatt checking in from Fort Hyatt. Funny how that works out. The Schwess checking in from Houston. Thanks for giving me a pronunciation guide on that one. The Bakovins watching from Bonfire Theater. We'll take a look at the Toros point leaders right now. Ian Spencer up at 55 points, but Spencer had the assist on John Small's goal. Billy Batten with 2 goals tonight. He'll be up to 53. It'll be interesting to see who got the assists on Batten's second goal. We'll try and find that for you here shortly at the next break. Puck comes into the neutral ice. Jordan Gibbs swipes it over to the wall. Shamrocks enter the Toro zone. Comes around the back of the cage of Mazenko. Gets left Ohannes to the puck. Ohannes into the near corner looking for Adam Mahler. Mahler jamming up Joe Rice against the wall. 4 players battling for the puck. Rice comes away with it. Rice a pass across. Chartier shot hit traffic and goes out to Yahala. Yahala with space on the left side. Jesse Yahala floats one in down to the far corner. A slap shot from Fleming way up into the air. Batten took a swipe at it. Goes wide left. Up for Jordan Gibbs. Gibbs fires it around the boards. Although it was blocked, Gibbs takes it back. Gibbs skates in, takes a shot. Blocked before it got to Gudridge. Now the Shamrocks into the neutral ice. Perreault got a hand on it. Perreault long pass up through the legs of Billy Batten. Batten thought about getting a change. Now he'll apply pressure on the puck. Back into the neutral ice. James took a whack at it. Stays up on the center logo. Sproul a pass too far in front of William Shepard. Slid across now for Braden Jockums. Jockums has Owens to his left, but he'll slow it down. Jockums a shot. Rebound. And it comes out to the Shamrocks. Owens might have had a chance on the rebound in the slot. Now skating in Lafleur. Lafleur scores! Travis Lafleur's second goal of the game ties it up at 3. We'll take another look at that goal from Travis Lafleur. Lafleur able to turn the corner on Kevin Perreault, and it looks like he took it 5-hole. We'll take one more look at the replay. Around Perreault and, through the legs of Will Mazenko. Adam Mahler with some words of encouragement for his goalie, as the Shamrocks have knotted this one at 3 with 4 minutes to go in the second. Landon Fleming back up for Braden Jockums. Jockums tries to get around the defender. Visnapu angling him out toward the wall. Comes center of the ice. Shamrocks have it in the neutral ice. Gardner across looking for Masiewski's. Masiewski's back to the puck. Backhands it down beyond the goal line. Pass in front. Mazenko kept it behind the goal line. Comes up top for Masiewski's. Blocked by Noah Gibbs. Gibbs, some work to get it out of the zone. Or it did not leave the zone. Down for Delevka. Jockums blocked it to keep it behind the cage. Up to the far point. Blocker save. Put down in front of the net in the crease. Gardner's shot comes up wide into the far corner. It gets swept around once again. Fleming lost his stick. Fleming gets the stick back to Levka behind the net. In front of the net, Mazenko falls on the puck. Fans wanted a hooking on Landon Fleming. You can understand why. I mean, his stick was right in the body of a Shamrock, and that's why he lost his stick. No call was made. An interesting sequence of events as Mazenko just punched the puck up into the air. It came down, or it was put down pretty much in the crease by Delevka. Off the draw, Small into the slot. Shamrocks have it. Shot, kick saved by Mazenko. Sproul on the doorstep. Visnapu backhands it around the boards. Jordan Gibbs leaves it in the near corner for Ian Spencer. Spencer turning away from trouble. Spencer and James trying to work to get out of trouble. Comes over for Jordan Gibbs far side up to Gavin Middendorf. Middendorf finally exits the Toro zone. Middendorf across the blue line had his pocket picked. Shamrocks come up on the far side. Sproul now. Sproul looking into the slot, but Ty James blocked it. Middendorf has space on the right side. Middendorf across the blue line. Middendorf crossing. John Small has it. Small poked free once again. 2 minutes and 10 seconds in the period. Sproul looking across just under the stick of Brant Doobie, and Mahler is able to take the puck. Mahler getting away from Carter Sproul, who heads to the bench. Mahler across the blue line. Mahler behind the goal line. Looking up, gets it to Kevin Perreault. Perreault takes a long shot, comes wide left, and over for Ohanesen in the corner. Ohanesen taken away by the Shamrocks and lobbed down the ice for a Minot's Finest Collision Center icing with 1 minute and 38 seconds to go in the second period. So Travis Lafiere's second goal of the night ties it at 3. And then right after that goal, the Shamrocks with some extended possession time in the Toros zone. A lot of dangerous opportunities right in front of Mazenko. Toros win the draw, comes over for Ty James. James, it's tipped up into the air beyond the goal line. Yahala takes it near side. Yahala up on the left wing toward the center of the ice, shovel to pass in off the stick of a Shamrock. Now Chartier swiveling in center of the ice. James clears it out right side. Comes back in, a long shot just to the left of Will Mazenko. Yahala takes it. Yahala given space in the Toro zone beyond Ty James, but James will retrieve it off the wall. James up off the skate of Shepard as the Shamrocks let it go deep into the Toro zone. Final minute of play is brought to you by Northern Plains Equipment. Billy Baden off his skate, chips it up into the neutral ice. Shamrocks took a swipe at it, but it goes back into their zone. Yahala keeps it in far side. Yahala pressed up, now has it taken away. Toros get it right back. Billy Baden going to be forced to retreat off the skate of Adam Mahler. Mahler to chase it down. Mahler sweeps it for Landon Fleming. Fleming up near side for Jesse Yahala, gives it to Billy Baden. Baden across the blue line, center of the ice, takes a shot snared by Mason Gudridge with 26.6 seconds to play. Toros 26 shots on goal now. That was the 23rd save that Mason Gudridge has made. On the other side, Shamrocks just 16 shots as Mazenko has let 3 of them go by. Time trickling down here in the second. Toros trying to take a lead into the break. If they want to do so, it needs to happen fast. Owens is, well, I thought they were calling him off, and yes, they are, so Noah Gibbs is going to come in to take the drop, and Jochum says, no, I'll take it. Gibbs comes over to the right of the circle. Jochums gets it out, up for Adam Mahler. Mahler had his pass intercepted. Shamrocks race down the ice into the Toro zone. A shot blocked by Mahler, swept in through the slot, comes up top, a one-timer, not much behind it. Gibbs puts it down. Gibbs races into the neutral ice, now across the blue line, sends a shot in, and Gudridge hugs it into his glove with 5.7 seconds to go in the second. Another situation where you think Cody Campbell's probably going to set up a play off the faceoff. We'll see if anyone goes into that shooting hole just to the right of the draw. John Small to take the drop. Small gets it back. Spencer up top for Adam Mahler. Mahler from the right side. Shot through traffic. Goes out to the boards. And the horn blows. And that'll do it for period number 2. The Shamrocks with a strong response to tie this game up at 3. We'll send you out to commercial, and we'll be back with the Forebears Casino and Lodge Intermission Report. Stay tuned.
We often think of frontiers as pages in a history book, a time gone by. But even in this modern world, there are new frontiers to conquer. Whether you're tending the land to grow a better tomorrow or growing a business for new opportunities, the work you do powers the world. Exploring the frontier means stepping forward, shaping the future for yourself and for those around you. First International Bank and Trust, helping you live first, one step at a time.
When you carry blue, you get a devoted team backing you up, focused on you and your well-being, making it easier and affordable for you to make health a priority. When you carry blue, you get a health plan that anticipates your challenges, that's helping shape the future of healthcare, with more helpful tools and resources so you can get the most out of your benefits and focus more on living your best life. Find your plan today. Blue Cross Blue Shield of North Dakota. Carry blue, carry on.
I am Melissa Mack, and I do collections and loans at Aspire Credit Union.
My name is Amy Rasmussen, and I am the Member Experience Coordinator at Aspire Credit Union.
I think it's very important to give back to our community to show that we care. I think that we're very good at showing our members we care, and they see us out in the community.
What I like most about working at Aspire Credit Union, it is very family oriented. We feel like one big happy family, and Aspire knows that your family always comes first.
I'll always remember when I first started. I showed up to work and my whole office was decorated in Mexican theme because I was going to be going to Mexico. I remember just being so shocked and so honored that they did that for me. I just think that's really special that Aspire allows us to develop those relationships with our coworkers.
We do a lot of fun things. We have the best potlucks ever. Kind of brings us together, and everyone just kind of helps each other out.
Aspire to more.
Welcome to the Four Bears Casino and Lodge Intermission Report. We'll send it on down to the ice for Lauren Hill.
Thank you, Evan. All right, I'm here with Assistant Captain John Small. You scored tonight, but I'm not going to ask you about that. You do have 7 goals and 4 assists against this Watertown team this season. Is there anything that you've noticed that they've changed this weekend in note to beat us?
They're really just capitalizing on the rush right now. We got to do a better job back checking and taking our guys in the D zone, but I think we should close it out here in the third.
All right, is there anything that we can change on the power play that could effectively help us score more?
I think just being able to crash the net, kind of like Bat scored a second one. If we just outnumber them in front of the net, we should score more goals on there.
Thank you, John. Back to you, Evan.
That was John Small down with Lauren Hill. And I think John Small said it pretty well. Toros have done a pretty good job on the power play. Billy Batten had the power play goal earlier in this game, but the Shamrocks are capitalizing when they're able to move down the ice quickly. Travis Lafier with their last 2 goals to tie this game up at 3. We'll send you back to commercial, and we'll be back with the Four Bears Casino and Lodge Intermission Report.
The Four Bears. Ooh, look! Enjoy Vegas-style betting in comfort. Play and qualify to win trips to Vikings or Raiders NFL games. Order a drink at the dedicated bar. Then kick back in a lounger and watch the full wall display. Feel the action all the way to the final moment and claim your winnings. Book it for private draft parties or game day too. Visit the remodeled Sportsbook at Four Bears Casino and Lodge, 4 miles west of Newtown.
When facing disaster, it's not just the things we lose, but the memories. But there's hope. ServPro, with decades of experience in Minot and Bismarck, is always ready. Our certified professionals don't just restore homes, they rebuild lives. Because to us, you're not just a client, you're family.
Hi, I'd like to add my new motorcycle to my insurance policy, please.
Greetings. Is it a moped or unicycle?
No, it's a motorcycle.
Unicycling enhances core body strength.
No, it's a motorcycle. It has 2 wheels, a seat, handlebars.
Does it have rocket boosters?
Can I speak to a live agent?
Impossible. All agents have been neutralized.
At Farmers Union Insurance, technology is important, and so is finding the best options for our clients, person to person. Farmers Union Insurance. Local agents, more options, great rates.
As long as you have the back of someone in the midst of an overdose, North Dakota's Good Samaritan Law has yours. Learn how to save a life at behavioralhealth.nd.gov.
Opioids. Fill with care.
Our history sets us on our path. From the moment we're born, we begin our walk through life. We learn so we can discover. We find our passion and develop our skills. We build relationships. We start thinking about what we're going to leave behind to those we love. Let our legacy help shape yours. First International Bank and Trust. No matter your place in life, we can help you live first.
Since 1977, Northwest Tire's been your partner on the road for over 40 years. People have put their trust in our quality brand tires and expert service on the roads and in the fields for work, play, and travel. Northwest Tire, keeping you rolling down the road.
We had a member that came into the credit union who doesn't historically come in. She went up to the teller line and said she wanted $25,000 in cash. The teller kind of questioned her about it, and she said, "I'm buying a car," but she was kind of fidgety. And is that when she went to you first?
She had to make a phone call to see who it was payable to, and that was
which is
red
way
flag.
weird. I mean, that's a huge red flag. And that's kind of when I came up there and I just said, "Are you comfortable coming to my office if we just sit down and talk about this?"
And that's where you took the phone and talked to the person on the other line, right?
Then to hit the button on the phone and disconnect them, for her to say, "Thank you."
I'd rather ask the uncomfortable questions than hear that I just assisted someone losing $25,000.
Perfect. That's when you know you did a good job that day.
In life, there's good, better, and the best. The same theme applies for our car and light truck tires at Northwest Tire. We offer you good tires, better tires, and the best tires. Which choice is right for you? That depends on your tire performance needs and your budget. The choice is yours. Come in and talk to one of our tire experts and we'll help you decide which tire is best for you.
When facing disaster, it's not just the things we lose, but the memories. But there's hope. ServPro, with decades of experience in Minot and Bismarck, is always ready. Our certified professionals don't just restore homes, they rebuild lives. Because to us, you're not just a client, you're family.
If RPMs raise your BPMs, if the open road is an open invitation, then get up and go. Go turn some heads. Go turn a wrench. Go windows down. Go volume up. Go in. Go out. Go off. Napa has America's largest network of parts and care, here to keep you firing on all cylinders.
Circle Sanitation is a locally owned family business providing quality waste hauling services since 1980. We provide service to residential and commercial customers, as well as roll-off service for large projects and construction sites. We are dedicated to providing excellent service at competitive prices without deceptive contracts or hidden fees. For more on what Circle Sanitation can do for you, call us or visit circlesanitation.com.
Welcome back to the Four Bears Casino and Lodge Intermission Report. The Toros got out to a 3-1 lead at the start of the second period, but back-to-back goals from Travis Lafleur has allowed the Watertown Shamrocks to tie this game up at 3 as we take a look at highlights to this point. Starting in the first period with the no goal, Will Mazenko's net had already come undone. Shamrocks get it up the ice. Mazenko's not really paying attention that much as his net was off. So no goal the call there. Toros would get on the board officially for the first time. Billy Batten, the short-handed goal. Batten rifling it in from the left wing. Now the Shamrocks with the response. Nifty move toward the net and Cam Markham able to squeeze it by Will Mazenko. Another short-handed goal here for the Toros, the 2-on-0. Spencer got a little tripped up, but he managed to get it to John Small. Small gave the Toros a 2-1 lead. Toros would make it 3-1 in the second period. Comes up for Adam Mahler. This is also on the power play. Down into the slot, and that's Billy Batten right on the doorstep that was able to get it by Mason Gudridge. Here's the response for the Shamrocks. Shamrocks coming up the ice. This is Lafleur inside, and Lafleur just pokes it up into the air and over Will Mazenko. Lafleur with another one here to tie it up at 3, taking it in right side, crashing in on the net, goes 5-hole on Mazenko. And that's where we stand right now, 3 goals aside. Taking a look at that Billy Batten goal, Adam Mahler got the assist. Dimitris Delevka given an apple on the first goal from Travis Lafleur. They're going to say goal number 2 was unassisted, as this game is currently tied up at 3 goals apiece. Toros have still done a great job on special teams to this point. That's what's allowed them to score 3 goals through the first 2 periods. 2 shorthanded in the first, Billy Batten's power play goal in the second period. However, they're letting the Shamrocks get out on the break just like Travis Lafleur did on that last goal. Lafleur crashing in on the net, gets it through Will Mazenko. Shamrocks are going to want to push the pace in the third period. Very different from last night's game, where the Shamrocks, all they wanted to do was sit back, dump the puck in, retreat, and play defensively. Tonight, it's going to be the Shamrocks that are the aggressive team over the final 20 minutes. We'll take a look at some out-of-town scores across the NAHL. New Jersey Titans 4-2 win over the Danbury Hat-Tricks. Colorado Grit, an overtime winner, 3-2. Rochester Junior Americans also an OT winner, 6-5. Elmira Aviators, a 2-1 victory over the Maryland Black Bears. Philadelphia Rebels won 3-1 against the Northeast Generals. Johnston Tomahawks 2-1 over the Maine Nordiques, as 2 third-period goals gave them the win there. In the Central Division, the North Iowa Bulls finishing up a victory over the Minnesota Mallards. 5-3, action-packed game there, as Sangyap Kim, 2 goals in the third, as that would allow the Bulls to cap off a 5-3 victory. Oklahoma Warriors, Landon Fleming's former team, up 3-2 over the Corpus Christi Ice Rays. That one's at the second intermission. The Wisconsin Wendigo hold a 3-1 lead over the Springfield Junior Blues, also at the second intermission. Fairbanks Ice Dogs on the road to play Janesville. They trail 3-1, third period just underway there. Murray Marvin Cortez on the board for the Janesville Jets. Marvin Cortez traded for Noah Gibbs, but still good to see the former Toro performing well in Janesville. That's the Janesville team that unfortunately is not in playoff contention. The Austin Bruins up 5-2 over the St. Cloud Norsemen after a 4-goal outburst in the second period. That's bad news for Toros fans. The Bismarck Bobcats hold a 4-0 lead over the Aberdeen Wings with about 5 minutes and 45 seconds to go in the second period. 2 goals in the first, 2 goals in the second. Kenai River Brown Bears up 2-1 over the Minnesota Wilderness at the second intermission. The New Mexico Ice Wolves a 2-1 lead over the Odessa Jackalopes midway through the second. Chippewa Steel, Gavin Middendorf's former squad, up 4-3 over the Anchorage Wolverines. Time trickling down in the second period there. And the El Paso Rhinos and the Lone Star Brahmas are scoreless through 20 minutes of play. We'll take a short break. We'll be back with more on the Four Bears Casino and Lodge Intermission Report.
At Northwest Tire, we have tires for everyone. Needs tires that are reliable and safe to get her family where they need to be. Needs a tire that's heavy duty for all of his off-roading adventures. Needs tires that can get him from point A to point B. No matter what you drive or your budget.
Northwest Tire keeps you rolling down the road.
Lucky for us, life is full of choices, big and small. They define us, make us who we are. And when it comes time for you to choose, a car, home, your next big adventure, or start a new business. Farmers Union Insurance has the variety of coverage options to protect each perfect moment. Farmers Union Insurance. Contact your local Farmers Union Insurance agent today.
The puck, the net, the crowd, the moment. A chance to make history. Just like that perfect play, we're here to help you win at your financial game. At Great River Federal Credit Union, we offer competitive rates and innovative technology designed to empower you to achieve your goals. Become a member of Great River and score a $100 bonus when you use promo code Hockey100. Visit greatriverfcu.org/Hockey100 for details and open your account. Member NCUA.
I'm Chuck Owens, and you are watching Minotauros Hockey on NAHLTV.com.
Welcome back to the Four Bears Casino and Lodge Intermission Report. Let's take a look at the McDonald's Toros trivia for today. You can get your answers in still on the Toros app as we take a look at the question. Which Toro quit racing go-karts to focus on hockey? Adam Mahler, Leo Sabulis, Chuck Owens, and Billy Baden are your options. I don't know the answer. I could see Leo Sabulis racing go-karts, but like I said, you can still get your answer in on the Toros mobile app. We'll take a look at the updated Four Bears Casino and Lodge over-unders, total Toros first period goals. Over, Toros had 2 goals in the first period. Over under 3.5 total goals. Toros are going to need 1 more for the over to hit there. And finally, total John Small points. That hit in the over hit in the first period as John Small had the shorthanded goal to make it 2-1 Toros. Currently knotted up at 3. Toros 26 shots on goal to the Shamrocks 17 shots on goal. Next week, the Toros are back home at the Pepsi Rink at Mesa Arena to take on the Aberdeen Wings. Friday, February 28th, Saturday, March 1st. March 1st, the Farmers Union Insurance Food Drive will remind you one more time, 3 non-perishable food items or a $10 donation will get you a very cool American-themed Toros jersey. So make sure that you donate to an absolutely fantastic cause. And then as a result, you get to pick up a piece of cool Toros merchandise. It's a win-win for everyone. That will do it for the Four Bears Casino and Lodge Intermission Report. When we come back, we'll have the final 20 minutes between the Minot Minotauros and the Watertown Shamrocks, currently knotted at 3.
We often think of frontiers as pages in a history book, a time gone by. But even in this modern world, there are new frontiers to conquer. Whether you're tending the land to grow a better tomorrow or growing a business for new opportunities, the work you do powers the world. Exploring the frontier means stepping forward, shaping the future for yourself and for those around you. First International Bank and Trust, helping you live first, one step at a time.
When you carry blue, you get a devoted team backing you up, focused on you and your well-being, making it easier and affordable for you to make health a priority. When you carry blue, you get a health plan that anticipates your challenges, that's helping shape the future of healthcare, with more helpful tools and resources so you can get the most out of your benefits and focus more on living your best life. Find your plan today. Blue Cross Blue Shield of North Dakota. Carry blue. Carry on.
I am Melissa Mack, and I do collections and loans at Aspire Credit Union.
My name is Amy Rasmussen, and I am the Member Experience Coordinator at Aspire Credit Union.
I think it's very important to give back to our community to show that we care. I think that we're very good at showing our members we care, and they see us out in the community.
What I like most about working at Aspire Credit Union, it is very family oriented. We feel like one big happy family, and Aspire knows that your family always comes first.
I'll always remember when I first started. I showed up to work and my whole office was decorated in Mexican theme because I was going to be going to Mexico. I remember just being so shocked and so honored that they did that for me. I just think that's really special that Aspire allows us to develop those relationships with our coworkers.
We do a lot of fun things. We have the best potlucks ever. Kind of brings us together, and everyone just kind of helps each other out.
Aspire to more.
Welcome back to Prairies Lakes Ice Arena here in Watertown, South Dakota. I'm Evan Epstein. Ken Oda behind the scenes. Lauren Hill has been joining us from down by the rink. The Toros tied up with the Shamrocks at 3, heading into the final 20 minutes of play in what has been a fantastic back and forth game between both sides. For the Toros, Billy Baden has 2 goals, one of which came shorthanded, one came on the power play. John Small with another shorthanded goal for the Toros. For the Shamrocks, Cam Markham with the goal in the first period, and Travis Lafleur with 2 in the second period. That's where we stand now. 3 goals aside and 20 minutes to go. The Toros trying to avoid a sweep on the road against Watertown. That would surely make for a long bus ride back to Minot, but trying to avoid the sweep here. Watertown, on the other hand, looking to please the home crowd. Another packed house at Prairies Lakes Ice Arena. Just waiting on the scoreboard to tick down. Everyone's ready out there on the ice. Starting lines out once again. Noah Gibbs, Chuck Owens, Braden Jockums, Jordan Gibbs, Connor Toohey, and Will Mazenko in net for the Toros. Spencer Sassenberry, Eli McKish, Travis Lafleur, Will Shepard, Alex Visnapu, and Mason Gudridge for the Shamrocks. We're ready. 20 minutes to decide it here in Watertown. Toros win it back off the draw. Comes around for Connor Toohey. Toohey sweeps it in to the Shamrock zone. Up far side, gets past Noah Gibbs, gets past Jordan Gibbs as the puck floats down into the Toros zone. Gibbs turns out in the far corner, gets it up to Noah Gibbs. Noah Gibbs couldn't handle it as Shepard is going to lob it down into the near corner. Toros away with the puck, comes behind the goal of Will Mazenko up the far side for Noah Gibbs. Gibbs across the center line floats it down deep into the Shamrock zone. Braden Jockums to the puck, but Justin Bartley comes away with it. Bartley gives it up to Gardner. Gardner to Spencer Sassenberry into the Toros zone. Delevka into the slot, takes a shot off the post. Shamrocks almost took a 4-3 lead. Toros come the other way. It's Ian Spencer across the blue line. Spencer a shot off Bartley. Toros get it back. It's Landon Fleming looking for a tip from Spencer in front of the net. On the far side now, Bartley chips it up, and it's going to float down beyond the goal line for a Minot's finest collision center icing with 18 minutes and 48 seconds to play in the third period. Let's hit some final social media checkings. The Healds checking in, Dan Held checking in from Helms Deep. Clark's checking in from Manitoba. Sally B, the Chicago crew. Nancy Spencer Melds out in New Lenox. Draw coming to the right of Mason Gudridge. And Masiewski's gets it back to William Shepard. Shepard up the boards, and that puck finds the netting. So the drop will come right back to the left face-off circle. Small will return to the dot with Antons Masiewski's. Small, the shorthanded goal tonight. Masiewski's had a goal in last night's game. Small gets it up. Middendorf takes a shot, but it's deflected off traffic, comes into the near corner. Small had it poked free. Up for Clark. Took a tip off a skate. Far side as the Shamrocks clear the zone. Knocked to the ground is Kevin Perreault. Comes back for Alex Visnapu. Visnapu sweeps it into the neutral ice off the stick of Owen Chartier. And Perreault to chase it down. Joe Rice on his back. Rice tangled up with Perreault, but Rice left just in time to avoid a whistle. Comes back for Perreault. Perreault looking for John Small in the neutral ice. They're going to say Small got his stick on it. Surgot far side on the half wall. Off the body of Jack O'Hanneson. Chips it back up off the boards. Toros can't keep it in. It was Hubert Clark up at the far point. Shamrocks knock it back for Brant Doobie. Doobie up off the glass down into the corner. Jordan Gibbs to the puck, gets it around to Hubert Clark. Clark in the far corner, looking up for Billy Batten. Batten into the neutral ice. Pass across for Jack Ohanneson. Ohanneson looking inside off a skate, and it bounces into the glove of Mason Gudridge. An awkwardly played puck there, but Gudridge had his eye on it the whole time. So 17 minutes and 36 seconds to play in the third period. The Yahala line out for the Toros. Yahala in the circle. And the puck stays on the dot. Billy Batten takes it, comes down for William Shepard. Shepard into the near corner, gets it up for Zach Boren. Boren lets it float down the ice. Fleming is there. Fleming takes it back into the Toros zone. Up comes Fleming, looking for Yahala. Ohanneson takes it off the stick of Yahala near side. Ohanneson dumps it in behind the net. Bartley wisely whacks it around up to the far point. Shot a little off target. Gudridge sashayed it to the side. Shot in front from Yahala. Yahala had a lot of steam behind it, but Gudridge was there to make the save as the Shamrocks get the puck down to Will Mazenko. Fleming in the far corner, lobs it center of the ice, and the Shamrocks in the slot. Toros skate away with the puck as the Shamrocks just couldn't keep possession, couldn't get a stick on it, and couldn't get a shot off. Davin Nichols in the corner. Ramirez coming to help out Nichols. Ramirez gets it up the wall, trying to get it to Jack Edwards. Edwards gets it back up to the point where it's flown in behind the cage. Hits off the back of the net, comes around for Travis Lafleur. Lafleur, 2 goals already tonight, gets it to Visnapu. Visnapu up off the wall. It's going to go all the way down the ice, and icing will be called. Icing brought to you by Minot's Finest Collision Center. 16 minutes and 17 seconds to go in the third as we take a look at that Jesse Yahala close-range bullet. Puck comes behind the net. Yahala left side. Well, we didn't. Puck comes down beyond the goal line in the Shamrock zone. Wraparound try from Edwards goes through the slot. No one home for the Toros as Mason Gudridge is down. A big hit in the Toros zone. And now the whistle blows because Mason Gudridge is in some pain. Tyler White is the backup goalie for the Shamrocks. Gudridge up to his feet. The trainer had come out on the ice, but Gudridge waves her off. And now William Shepard is talking with the official saying, I don't know what he's saying, if it should be a penalty for goaltender interference, if he's saying the hit on the other end should be a penalty, or if he's wondering why they stopped the play. Multiple choice, A, B, or C. Only William Shepard and the officials down on the ice know the answer to that question. That's Ryan Ginger. Ginger, the captain of this Shamrock squad. They'll drop it in the neutral ice as Gudridge stays in the game. Comes back into the Toros zone. James takes it up into the neutral ice, but quickly loses it to Delevka. Delevka left side, skating in toward the net. Delevka denied by Will Mazenko. Firing it in is Justin Bartley as that one goes out of play. 15 minutes and 51 seconds to go in the third period. Mazenko has been a little bit shaky between the pipes tonight for the Toros. 15 saves, 3 goals allowed. He's had to deal with some close range chances. The 2 goals from Lafleur, the first one not his fault as it was just chipped up over him. The second one in which Lafleur went 5-hole, you think maybe Mazenko could go down into the butterfly, but it would have taken a quick reaction as Justin Bartley fires it around the boards. Mahler greets the puck in the near corner. Mahler looking up for Landon Fleming. Fleming skates ahead into the Shamrock zone, looking in for Chuck Owens. Jockums collides with Noah Gibbs. Friendly fire there for the Toros. Justin Bartley beyond the goal line. Bartley goes up off the glass, comes all the way down the ice, And the arm is up in the air. Icing called with 15 minutes and 23 seconds to play in the third. Icing brought to you by Minot's Finest Collision Center. As everyone skates back down the ice, let's take a look at some final social media check-ins. Mary Vigna checking in from Minot. Gerald Morgan saying, hi, Evan. Well, hi, Gerald. And Uncle Tony in Minot. Drop coming to the right of Gudridge. Small's line out there. Spencer comes in to take the drop after Small was called off. Shamrocks get it back to Bartley. Fleming puts it down, can't keep it in, comes into the neutral ice, but the Toros take it back. It's Gavin Middendorf. Middendorf has his pocket picked by Joe Rice. Rice right side, skating in center of the ice. Rice hits the deck as Adam Mahler takes it back. Mahler down into the corner behind Will Mazenko. Comes up for Ian Spencer. Spencer back into the Toro zone. Shamrocks give Spencer a little bit of space. He gets around a defender. Now Joe Rice pressures as it's taken away by Ryan Ginger. Ginger gets it to Rice. Rice working inside, lets it go down to the corner. Rice takes it back, pressed up by Mahler, comes around to the near side for Gavin Middendorf. Floats behind the goal line once again. Shamrocks get... Toros have the puck as they skate out of the zone. Slid over for Fleming. Fleming shot. Blocker save up into the netting. That was Gavin Middendorf with the shot. It's a 1, not a 7 in front of the second 7. And I'm not sure if it got the pad. It sounded like the stick perhaps of Gudridge as it went straight into the netting. Yahala line back out on the ice for the Toros. Billy Batten, 2 goals tonight after that line was -2 in last night's game. Sproul takes it up out of the Shamrock zone. Sproul into the Toro zone on the left side, gets a pass down, looking for Zach Boren in front of his stick though. Back around the boards it comes. Up near side, Toros take the puck. It's Jesse Yahala. Yahala working through 2 defenders. Yahala tackled to the ground. Delayed penalty. Toros going to go on the power play. Gudridge covers it up. And then Billy Batten, someone gave Batten a late punch. But the Toros are going to go to the First Western Bank and Trust power play with 14 minutes and 4 seconds to go in the third period. And an opportunity. We'll take a look at the penalty. Jesse Yahala skating through 2 defenders. I would assume that's Zach Boren. No, they're going to call it on Noah Surgat. You could have gone either way with that one. Nonetheless, 5-on-4 for the next 2 minutes for the Toros. Toros 1 for 3 on the power play so far tonight. Shamrocks quickly clear the zone off the draw as they fired it around. Comes around for Will Mazenko. Mazenko's a pass to Adam Mahler. As there goes about 15 seconds off the power play. Yahala up across center line. Yahala enters the Shamrock zone. Yahala down into the near corner. Jesse Yahala goes up for Adam Mahler at the point. Across to O'Hannesson, back to Mahler. Toros set up the 1-3-1 as Yahala comes over center of the ice. Batten down up to Mahler. A shot. Gudridge never saw it, but it went off the glass. Kept in. Over to Mahler once again. Mahler down to Batten. Batten up on the half wall, gets it to Yahala. Yahala across for Mahler. Mahler to O'Hannesson, back to Mahler. Mahler top of the zone, over to Yahala on the right wing. Yahala down to Batten on the goal line. Batten up across, takes a shot into the glove of Mason Gudridge as Billy Batten looking for the hat trick. 1 minute and 7 seconds to go on the power play as we take a look at the shot from Billy Batten. Batten gets around the defender, has space. Gudridge tracking the puck well into his glove. Comes back for Visnapu, and Visnapu clears it down the ice to the delight of the Shamrocks faithful. Mazenko's going to sweep it around for Mahler. Mahler has to try to swipe it back, but it stayed there on his stick. Into the neutral ice is O'Hannesson. O'Hannesson Had it blocked. Toros now send it deep into the Shamrock zone. Shepard, long pass up. Sproul beats the Toros down the ice, so, well, it's a penalty kill. No power plays called either way. Working on it. Toros now come up the ice. It's Jesse Yahala. Yahala enters the Shamrock zone. Yahala down into the near corner. Comes up for Jack O'Hanneson and slides it across for Jordan Gibbs. Gibbs sends one into the slot. O'Hanneson, and it was blocked out to the right. Jordan Gibbs is going to sweep it back in. O'Hanneson in the far corner. O'Hanneson looking in for Jordan Gibbs, but he got poked out to the neutral ice, and time will run out on the Toros power play. Yahala looking inside. Had that one blocked, comes out for Ty James. James across to Jordan Gibbs. Gibbs sweeps it around for Braden Jockums. Up on the far side, Jockums colliding with the Shamrock. James sends it right back into the corner for Chuck Owens. Owens gets it to Jockums, wraps it around, sends it through the slot, but it found Noah Surgat. Surgat sends it down the ice. Shamrocks were trying to get a change, but icing is called, and they're going to need to get back on the ice. 11 minutes and 34 seconds to play in the third period. In the game, Toros 29 shots on goal to the Shamrocks 18. Delevka and Owens in the circle, 11 versus 11. Owens straight back to Fleming. Fleming is going to shovel it down for Chuck Owens. Owens behind the net. Looking up for Mahler, intercepted by Surgat. Surgat races up the ice, floats one in on net, and Mizenko took a big break before playing it down for Landon Fleming. Thought a whistle might have been coming in there. Adam Mahler across into the neutral ice. He finds Noah Gibbs. Gibbs floats it in on net. Sashayed out to the side by the stick of Mason Gudridge. Comes into the near corner for Gibbs, gets it up to Adam Mahler, near point. Mahler's going to let it come around for Chuck Owens. Gets by Owens, goes to the far side. Shamrock's able to clear the zone. 2-on-1 if they hurry. It's Surgat. Pass across, and they couldn't handle the puck. Jockums able to block that. Shamrock still have it. Shot fired in, comes out wide right on the far side. Another shot. This one's going to come around near side. No one up at the near point to keep it in for the Shamrocks. Toros get a full change in. Back for Brant Doobie in the Shamrock zone. Doobie a pass up across for Zach Boren in the neutral ice. Boren dumps it in. Mizenko quickly gives it to Perreault. Perreault looking up for Ramirez, intercepted up into the slot, trying to put it down. Shamrocks couldn't control the puck. Edwards skates up the ice with it. Jack Edwards gets it into Davin Nichols. Nichols had it taken by Zach Boren. Boren gets it up to Carter Sproul. Sproul into the Toro zone left side. Comes back out, and now Edwards has it. Edwards floats it down beyond the goal line in the Shamrock zone. Shepard backhands it behind the goal line, comes up near side. Boren is there all alone. But Boren bodied away from the puck by two Toros as the Toros will sweep it down the ice. Visnapu there. Toros going to get some changes and lay out of the Shamrock zone for now. Comes up for Sproul. Sproul floats it into the far corner. Back up on the far side for Ian Spencer. Spencer finds Fleming. Fleming is shot deflected. That's Kevin Middendorf. Middendorf loses it to Bartley. Bartley gets it up to McKish. McKish all the way down the ice. It's on target, so no icing. Jordan Gibbs back for Connor Toohey. Toohey up to Gavin Middendorf. Middendorf lobs one down far corner. Spencer can't get his stick on it. Spencer tries to get back to the puck, but the Shamrocks able to get it up into the neutral ice. Long shot floated in into the glove of Gudridge, who puts it down for William Shepard. Shepard and Small tangled up behind the net of Gudridge. Comes out far side. Visnapu first to it. Visnapu pokes it up. Comes to Delevka, center of the ice. Delevka into the Toro zone, left side. Delevka on the left wing. Shot comes in front. A quick rebound before Will Mazenko could fall on the puck with 8 minutes and 36 seconds to go here in the third period. Ken, there's been a lot Oh. All right, we'll take a look at the McDonald's Toros trivia. We'll give you the answer to the trivia question now. The question was, which Toro gave up go-karting in order to focus on hockey? Was it Adam Mahler, Leo Sabulis, Chuck Owens, Billy Batten? Ken, I don't know the answer. What was it?
Correct answer was Leo Sabulis.
Well, does that mean I have an opportunity to win?
You do if you had played it in the app. We have a winner. The winner is Sherry Colby. Sherry Colby can pick up the free lunch from our friends at Dakota Drive McDonald's Friday or Saturday at the Toros' next home weekend.
8 minutes and 36 seconds left to decide it. Draw to come to the right of Will Mazenko. Action resumes here at Prairie Lakes Ice Arena. Comes out of the slot. Toros skate away with it. Yahala near side across the blue line. Drops to Billy Batten. Batten a long pass across for Fleming. Fleming gets it off the boards and sends it around. Comes behind the net. Bartley gets it away from O'Hanneson. Bartley now shovels it down for Carter Spruill. Spruill floats it up into the air. Adam Mahler lets it go down to the ice. Mahler takes it behind the cage of Mazenko, and now he comes out into the Toro zone. Batten across for Yahala. Yahala across the blue line. Yahala working through two defenders. That's how he drew a penalty last time as the Doobie clears for the Shamrocks. Ty James going to fire it right back around the boards. Comes up far side on the half wall. Delevka gets past Yahala momentarily. Now Yahala takes it back, gives it down to Dane Ramirez. Comes up. Ty James shot, took a tip out toward the right. Gudridge got his pads on it. Comes into the slot, shot, score! Dane Ramirez gives the Toros a 4-3 lead. Way to have an impact. Dane Ramirez, his first goal of the season, comes in a huge moment. We'll take another look at that. Puck beyond the goal. Yahala takes it away and gets it into Ramirez right in front of the net. How about that? Ramirez this season had 4 assists, no goals. Now he's got a goal. Shepard takes it back up into the neutral ice, sends one into the body of Will Mazenko with 7 minutes and 22 seconds to go in the third period. And that took the energy out of Prairie Lakes Ice Arena. It came in front for Ramirez, and Ramirez might not have got everything behind the shot, but he elevated the puck. A wobbling puck, weird for Gudridge to try and track. Goes in to give the Toros a 4-3 lead. Quick shot off the draw, comes out to the near corner. Drop back for Adam Mahler behind Mazenko. Mahler loses it up on the half wall. Comes down for Sergott looking into the net. And there was an open side of the net as Mazenko couldn't get back. Toros lucky that this game is not tied up at 4. Chartier up into the neutral ice. Chartier flips it down deep into the Toro zone. Mazenko taps it to Jordan Gibbs. Gibbs, avoiding a defender, gets it to Braden Jockums. Jockums looking up the ice for Noah Gibbs. Gibbs all alone, and a save made by Mason Gudridge. Puck goes up into the netting. So the work done by Noah Gibbs will reward the Toros with an offensive zone draw. And are you on, Ken? Okay, so our forebears over-unders, all of the overs have hit, and Cherise Shoust is the winner for the Forebears over-under. Comes out to Adam Mahler in the neutral ice. Mahler is going to dump it in, comes around far side for Visnapu. Visnapu right back around for Gavin Middendorf, pressed up by Brant Doobie. 4 players swiping away at the puck. Doobie and Middendorf, it's in their skates. Comes up to Small, who gets it back down into the skates of Middendorf. Middendorf still has it on the inside of his skate as Doobie can't get control. Now it's poked back for the Shamrocks. Visnapu in off the skate of John Small and out for Travis Lafleur. Lafleur up into the neutral ice on the left side. Lafleur racing in, gets tangled and loses the puck. Toros clear, Lafleur takes it back, and now the Toros take it right back from Lafleur. Middendorf across looking for Small. Instead, it found Lafleur, who sends it back into the neutral ice. Billy Batten has it. Batten across the blue line. Batten deflected out to the near corner. Comes up for Zach Boren. Boren couldn't get to the puck. It's Yahala instead. Yahala sweeps it back into the Toro zone. 5:30 to go. Toros a 4-3 lead. Ohannesson dumps it in on net. Loose. And Billy Batten couldn't get to it. Just a split second too late as Mason Gudridge misplayed the puck. Shepard up the near side. Batten bodies out Shepard. Yahala takes it up, takes the shot. Saved by Mason Gudridge. Gudridge snaring that one with 5 minutes and 12 seconds to play in the third. Toros not laying back despite taking that 1-goal lead. They're inclined to keep pressure in the Shamrock zone, and you know, the longer the Toros have the puck, that's going to prevent opportunities to emerge for the Shamrocks.
Billy Batten with the chance there. You had it, Evan. He has the most recent hat trick in Toros franchise history. It was the 21st hat trick in Toros franchise history. It came in December against the Minnesota Mallards.
And depending on whether and or when the Shamrocks choose to pull Mason Gudridge, an empty net could give Billy Batten an opportunity for that hat trick.
Interestingly, we also have hat trick watch the other way
for
with
Travis
Lafleur. Toros trying to get back to even. They've had 23 hat tricks against and 21 for. So if you're a Toro fan, you're rooting for Billy Batten to complete it tonight.
Well, and this is the first year for the Shamrocks. I don't know if they've had a hat trick this year. I don't know if they've ever had a hat trick. Toros straight back, quick shot from Ohannesson, goes up off the glass. Gibbs on the far side, sweeps it down for Billy Batten. Batten pressed up against the wall. Yahala down to help him out. Sproul skates away with the puck. Sproul into the neutral ice. Sproul across over. Shot comes in. Loose in the slot. Rebound still at him. Will Mazenko has fallen on the puck with 4:54 to play in the third. A dangerous opportunity that emerged there for the Shamrocks. We're taking a look at the replay. Shamrocks moving quickly down the ice in transition. This is where the Toros have had trouble defending tonight. Shot in from Justin Bartley. Mazenko didn't have the clean save. Toros get it back to Mahler off the draw. Mahler sweeps it to Ohannesson in the neutral ice. Ohannesson looking across for Billy Batten. Batten swivels away on the far half wall. Batten, nifty moves to get all alone. Gets it to Ohannesson. Ohannesson drops it right back down. Batten in front. Shot. Yahala couldn't find the puck on his skates. He had an open net. Coming up is Zach Boren. Boren on the left side. Boren center of the ice. Poked away to Jack Ohannesson. Ohannesson has it now up into the neutral ice. Ohannesson into the Shamrock zone. Takes a shot. Kick save. Out beyond the goal line. Comes into the near corner and up on the half wall. Mitras Delevka takes it. Delevka pass across for Owen Chartier. Chartier sweeps it into the far corner. Comes up. Another shot comes around the boards. Far side. Gardner misplayed it, comes up, shot wide right. Couple players tied up. Owen Chartier down to it. Chartier taps it. Gibbs gets it beyond the goal line, sends it far side. Toros clear the zone, but the Shamrocks take it back. It's Justin Bartley entering on the left side, but Bartley had his pocket pick. Toros exit. It's that's Davin Nichols, and Nichols draws the penalty. So the Toros are going to go on the power play, which is huge, with 3 minutes and 34 seconds to go in the third period. Not only will they have the opportunity to extend it to a 2-goal lead, but Mason Gudridge is going to be forced to stay between the pipes for the Shamrocks until at least a minute and 34 seconds remain in this game. A late penalty, costly for the Watertown Shamrocks. Toros, 1 for 3 on the power play tonight. We'll see if they can cash in on this opportunity. Cody Campbell looks like he's maybe drawing something up on the bench. Billy Batten, Jack Johannesson, Ian Spencer, Jesse Ahala, and Adam Mahler on the ice for the Toros. Elliot McKish, Alex Visnapu, Spencer Sazenberry, and Brant Doobie on the ice for the Shamrocks. Shamrocks clear it immediately all the way down the ice. Spencer gets to the puck, knocks it behind Mazenko. Adam Mahler comes up for Jesse Yahala. Yahala, pass across for Ohannesson. Ohannesson into the Shamrock zone, down to the goal line. Ohannesson sweeps it around far side for Billy Batten. Batten back down to the goal line for Ohannesson. Ohannesson leaves it in the corner for Ian Spencer. Spencer sends it around to Jesse Yahala. Yahala up top for Mahler. Mahler over Ohannesson. One-timer saved by Gudridge. Up off his shoulder and into the netting with 2 minutes and 59 seconds to play in the third. A minute and 26 seconds to go on the Toros power play. We'll take another look at it. Gudridge shaking his arm, a little shaken up on the play. Ohannesson just waiting for that puck to get to his stick, and he connected, but Gudridge also connected with the puck. Comes out to Ian Spencer. Spencer walks in. Spencer's shot blocked out by Grant Gardner. Comes up top for Adam Mahler. Mahler over to Ohannesson, pulls him off his spot. Back to Mahler as they cycle up top of the zone. Yahala has it at the point. Yahala over to Ohannesson. Ohannesson now near side down to Billy Batten on the goal line. Batten spinning away in the corner. Gets it up to Jesse Yahala. Yahala across for Mahler. Mahler down to Ohannesson. Ohannesson looking inside. His shot was tipped. Comes out to Jesse Yahala in the corner. And Carter Spruill is able to shovel it down the ice and clear the puck. 43 seconds to go on the power play. 2 minutes and 15 seconds remain in this game. Coming up now is Gavin Middendorf. Middendorf, center of the ice. Middendorf now over left wing. Middendorf shot from a tough angle, too high. Comes around for John Small. Doobie takes it from Small, gets it to McKish, and McKish clears it down the ice for the Shamrocks, but the Toros should be able to push the puck back into the Shamrock zone before the power play expires. 12 seconds to go on the power play. It's Middendorf in the neutral ice. Middendorf gets it back for Jordan Gibbs. Gibbs looking across. Lafleur batted it back. Jordan Gibbs puts it down. Gavin Middendorf enters the Shamrock zone. Shamrocks have come up at full strength. Lafleur down in the near corner. Lafleur can't get by Gavin Middendorf. Noah Gibbs up on the half wall. Gibbs swivels it down off the skate, goes to Middendorf. Middendorf looking for a shot, couldn't find one. Middendorf is now going to dump it around the boards. Comes over to Ty James, just a minute 14 to go. James sends it back down. Bartley's able to clear the zone. Comes down the ice as now Mason Gudridge is heading to the bench. Empty net. Can the Toros cash in? Comes up into the neutral ice, went off the skate of Gavin Middendorf. Toros avoid icing. Brant Doobie takes it behind the empty net. Doobie up for Travis Lafleur. Last minute brought to you by Northern Plains Equipment. Lafleur into the neutral ice, comes off a stick and over to Adam Mahler. Mahler back in the Toros zone, tried to hit it off the boards. Instead, sent it up into the netting with 45.8 seconds to go in the third period. It's going to result in a drop in the Toros zone. So if the Shamrocks can control it off the draw, maybe they'll have time to set up an offense with the 6-on-5. Timeout, Skibby, taken, you would think, by Watertown. Let's take a look back at that goal by Dane Ramirez to give the Toros a 4-3 lead, which is where this game stands with 46 seconds to play. Here it is, comes down in front of the net. Back up far side. Yahala gets it into Ramirez in the slot, and Ramirez with the instant celebration. Huge goal for Ramirez, both personally and in this game. His first goal this season with the Toros, and it gives the Toros a 4-3 lead. 45.8 seconds remain. They're going to bring it to the right of Will Mazenko. Both sides have an opportunity to get their top line out on the ice. That's the Yahala line for the Toros and the Sproul line for the Shamrocks. It's Sproul and Yahala in the circle. Yahala wins it back, comes to Adam Mahler. Mahler shovels it around the boards. Billy Batten floats it up into the neutral ice. Shamrocks take it back over to Travis Lafleur in the Shamrock zone. Lafleur gets it up to Boren. Boren dumps it in, comes around far side for Landon Fleming. Fleming takes a whack at it, couldn't connect. Down into the far corner as the Toros have it pressed up against the wall. Shamrocks able to poke it free. Comes out right side, a pass across, and a shot comes in into the glove of Will Mazenko. A huge save with 17.1 seconds to go. Not necessarily a dangerous shot, but when you're under 30 seconds in a one-goal lead, everything's got a lot more pressure. The puck came around to the left wing, up on the wall, and just a quick shot that came in. Mazenko, cool, calm, and collected with 17 seconds remaining. Draw coming once again to the right of Mazenko. Just 17 seconds to go. Stays on the dot. Time being Burns. Markham down into the corner, looking in, left wing. A shot comes in, rebounds loose, and they score. Shamrocks tie the game up with 9.8 seconds to go, and it's Travis Lafleur with the hat trick as Hats fly onto the ice here at Prairie's Lakes Ice Arena. An absolute stunner, just 9.8 seconds to go as we take another look at the goal. Comes out to the corner, and then they got it in front of the net. And Travis Lafleur there to clean up the rebounds as this place got loud in a hurry. Knotted at 4 goals aside as this game looks to be destined for overtime. 9.8 seconds left to confirm that destiny. A break in the action as workers here had to collect the hats off the ice. Travis Lafleur picking up his 3rd goal of the night, his 8th goal of the season. He had just 5 coming into tonight's game and added 3 tonight.
That is the first hat trick against the Toros since February 25th of 2023. So just 3 days shy of 2 years.
Time expires, and we're headed to overtime. The Toros, and Ken, I believe, have played just 2 games in overtime this year. They won 1 in a shootout and lost the other.
Let me pull up my notes. 1-1 in overtime, 1-0 in shootouts.
Shootout winner came against Bismarck, so we'll have 5 minutes of 3-on-3 hockey.
Out to commercial.
We'll send you out to a commercial break before we get to OT. It's a good one. Shamrocks 4, Toros 4, heading to an extra 5 minutes. Stick around.
We often think of frontiers as pages in a history book. a time gone by. But even in this modern world, there are new frontiers to conquer. Whether you're tending the land to grow a better tomorrow or growing a business for new opportunities, the work you do powers the world. Exploring the frontier means stepping forward, shaping the future for yourself and for those around you. First International Bank and Trust, helping you live first, one step at a time.
When you carry blue, you get a devoted team backing you up, focused on you and your well-being, making it easier and affordable for you to make health a priority. When you carry blue, you get a health plan that anticipates your challenges, that's helping shape the future of healthcare, with more helpful tools and resources so you can get the most out of your benefits and focus more on living your best life. Find your plan today. Blue Cross Blue Shield of North Dakota. Carry blue. Carry on.
Lakes Ice Arena here in Watertown, South Dakota, just minutes away from overtime between the Watertown Shamrocks and the Minot Minotauros. Let's take a look at the final two goals in the third period, the first of which was scored by Dane Ramirez. James floats it in, comes down behind the goal line for Yahala. Yahala feeds Ramirez in the slot. And Ramirez, with his first goal of the season, gave the Toros a 4-3 lead. Then the goal to tie up the game came with just 9.8 seconds to go. A shot, a rebound, and Travis Lafleur, with his third of the night for the hat trick, has sent us to OT. So free hockey here in Watertown, South Dakota. Adam Mahler, Ian Spencer, and John Small out to begin overtime for the Toros. Brant Doobie, Cam Markham, and Carter Spruill for the Shamrocks. 5 minutes of 3-on-3. If no goal is scored, we'll go to a shootout as the Toros looking to pick up 2 points tonight. Whether or not the Shamrocks get the point from an overtime loss is relatively meaningless to the Toros. Comes into the neutral ice. John Small able to get it down into the Shamrock zone. Small skates in. Small knocked to the ground. Doobie gets it up to Cam Markham. Markham in the neutral ice. Markham into the Toros zone far side. Markham shot goes behind the goal line. Toros get the puck back. Adam Mahler will hold in the Toros zone as they reset. Mahler up for Spencer in the neutral ice. Ian Spencer, a long pass across. Finds John Small. Small tied up at the center of the ice. Shamrocks able to force the puck free. It's Delevka. Delevka going to work on John Small. Toros take it back. It's Adam Mahler. Great stick work from Mahler there. Mahler leaves it for Middendorf, and now he'll head off the ice. Middendorf races up into the neutral ice. Middendorf across the blue line. Middendorf skates in. Middendorf wrapping around. Up far side. It's Yahala. Yahala now takes it down beyond the goal, and Yahala smashed to the ice by Travis Lafleur. Comes to Cam Markham. Markham through the legs of Lafleur. Lafleur left side. Travis Lafleur racing in. Shovels one in. Goes behind the net. Up on the far side. Toros try and leave it down in the corner. Jordan Gibbs and Cam Markham fighting for the puck. Gibbs takes it away from Markham. Great stick work from Jordan Gibbs. Possession of the puck, crucial in OT, 3:30 to go. Toros in the neutral ice. It's Jesse Yahala. Yahala skates in. Yahala pass. Ohanesen, or Middendorf, didn't get much behind the shot. Comes out for Jordan Gibbs in the neutral ice. Gibbs gives it to Jesse Yahala. Yahala into the Shamrock zone, will send it all the way back down the ice. Great play from Yahala. Gives the Toros time and lets him come off the ice after a long shift of 3-on-3 hockey. Ty James gets it up to Jack Ohanesen. Ohanesen leaves it for James. James racing ahead. Ty James in toward the net. James backhands one, saved by Gudridge. Save comes with 2 minutes and 56 seconds to play in OT. Gudridge composed on the first shot he has faced in overtime. Billy Batten, Jack Ohanesen, and Ty James out on the ice. Batten to take the face-off against Spencer Sazenberry. Sazenberry alongside Alex Visnapu and Zach Boren. Sazenberry wins it back. Visnapu takes it behind the net of Mason Gudridge. Pass intercepted by Jack O'Hanneson, but poked free out on the far side by Zach Boren. 3-on-2 as O'Hanneson slow to get up. He lost the skate. Boren over a shot into the glove of Will Mazenko. A huge save as Jack O'Hanneson's skate came off.
The steal came out of Jack O'Hanneson's skate, so he couldn't get back.
And Ian Spencer has to help him to the bench, yeah. But what a save from Mazenko. No one in the way of the shooting lane there. And sometimes goalies can tense up in OT. But both of these guys look pretty good so far. 2:39 to go in overtime. Puck to be dropped in the Toros zone. Adam Mahler back out on the ice for the Toros. Billy Batten can't control it off the draw. Carter Sproul has it. Sproul, a pass across, inside. He lost it. But it comes out to the Shamrocks in the neutral ice for Sproul. Sproul, taking his time, will skate back into the Shamrock zone. 2 minutes and 20 seconds remain in OT. Sproul takes it up the right side across the blue line. Carter Sproul races in. Sproul turns in the corner, sends a pass in front. One-timer was whiffed. Toros might have numbers coming the other way. It's Adam Mahler. Mahler, pass in Spencer. Spencer shot, rebound in the slot. And now Carter Sproul on the breakaway. Sproul's all alone. Here's Sproul down Broadway, and he can't get it by Will Mazenko. Toros reset behind their net. Both sides getting changes. After that, 1:48 seconds to go in overtime. Coming up the ice, Jordan Gibbs. Gibbs gives it to Yahala. Yahala drops it off for Fleming, or Middendorf. Middendorf turns up at the blue line, gives it to Jordan Gibbs. Gibbs turns and tries to get through a defender. Gibbs takes a hack at it, goes behind the goal line, comes up into the near corner. Dimitris Delevka has it. Delevka taps it around for Travis Lafleur. Lafleur with the hat trick already skates up the ice. Lafleur up the right side. Travis Lafleur pressured by Gavin Middendorf. Lafleur up on the right wing, has space, takes it back into the neutral ice. Time ticks under a minute to play in overtime. Final minute of play brought to you by Northern Plains Equipment. Lafleur back behind the goal, leaves it for Zach Boren. Boren races up the ice. Boren into the neutral ice. On the logo, Zach Boren enters the Toro zone. Boren on the right side, crashing in on the net, wrapping around. Boren leaving it on the skates, and the Toros take over. Yahala over center of the ice. Coming through is James, a kick save from Gudridge. Shamrocks poke it back, but Gavin Middendorf is first to the puck. 25 seconds to go in overtime. Ty James from the center line. James takes it back into the Toro zone. James leaves it for Jesse Yahala. Just 15 seconds to go in OT. Can the Toros get one more chance? It's Yahala up the center of the ice. Yahala across the blue line. Jesse Yahala floats one over to the far side. John Small there. 5 seconds to go. Small had it poked free. Cam Markham has it. Markham across. Time expires. And 5 minutes of overtime isn't enough. We're going to a shootout. This has been an absolute thriller here at Prairie Lakes Ice Arena. Just the second shootout of the year. The Toros' first shootout came against the Bismarck Bobcats. Ian Spencer had the game winner there. Spencer first out on the ice for the Toros.
It was Yahala, O'Hanneson, and Small with the other shootout attempts in that one. None of them converted.
Yahala, O'Hanneson, and Small, the other shootout attempts in that game, none of them were able to find the back of the net. Ian Spencer will take the first penalty shot for the Toros. The puck is in the center of the rink. Spencer takes it. Spencer up the right side, center of the ice. Ian Spencer goes in. Spencer backhand saved. Gudridge got his glove around it. Spencer went to the backhand, and Mason Gudridge stayed right with Spencer with the glove. It's Owen Chartier out to take the first penalty for the Shamrocks. Chartier races up the left side. Chartier in the circle. Shot, score! Owen Chartier has the Shamrocks out ahead, 1-0 in the shootout. And now it's Gavin Middendorf, who the Toros have acquired from the Chippewa Steel since the first shootout, to take the second shot. Here comes Middendorf. Does he have the response? Middendorf up the left side. Middendorf scores! Gavin Middendorf with a nifty move to get by Mason Gudridge. Toros have tied up the shootout at 1. Gavin Middendorf gets the job done as Carter Spruill is out for the Shamrocks. Tied up 1-1. Second shot for the Shamrocks coming. Spruill takes it in on the left side. Spruill, center of the ice. Shot saved! A kick save from Will Mazenko. And now we're even. One player to go each side before we go to a sudden death. Billy Batten will take the shot for the Toros. Batten already has 2 goals tonight. Here comes Batten up the left side. Batten skating in. Billy Batten saved by Gudridge. Batten went to the backhand and it went into the body of Gudridge. And now the Shamrocks have an opportunity to win the shootout. It's Cam Markham. If Markham converts, it's over. Markham takes the puck up the right side. Different look. Now over center of the ice, toward the left side. Markham denied! Will Mazenko might have fallen out of position just a little bit, but he was able to recover as Cam Markham couldn't elevate the puck. We go to a sudden death here in the shootout. It's Jesse Yahala out to take it. Here comes Yahala. In on the right side. Yahala taking his time. Jesse Yahala walks in. Scores! Jesse Yahala puts the Toros on top 2-1 in the shootout. If Will Mazenko can make the save, the Toros will pick up 2 points on the shootout win. Who's coming to the ice for the Shamrocks? It's Travis Lafleur. The man with the hat trick. Can he extend the game? Lafleur up the left side. Lafleur skates in. Lafleur saved by Mazenko. Toros win the shootout. The Toros will take home 2 points from the weekend after a thriller. Jesse Yahala had the game winner in the shootout. Will Mazenko comes up clutch. After giving up the first goal on the shootout, Mazenko comes back, makes 3 straight saves, and sends the Toros home happy. We'll take another look at. This is the Jesse Yahala goal to give the Toros the 2-1 lead in the shootout. Yahala walking in right side. And Yahala just a little hesitation move to catch Mason Gudridge off guard. Yahala buries it. Mazenko makes the save on Lafleur, and the Toros win the shootout. We'll go out to a quick break, and we'll be back with the Farmers Union Insurance recap postgame show.
We often think of front pages in a history book, a time gone by. But even in this modern world, there are new frontiers to conquer. Whether you're tending the land to grow a better tomorrow or growing a business for new opportunities, the work you do powers the world. Exploring the frontier means stepping forward, shaping the future for yourself and for those around you. First International Bank and Trust, helping you live first, one step at a time.
When you carry blue, you get a devoted team backing you up, focused on you and your well-being, making it easier and affordable for you to make health a priority. When you carry Blue, you get a health plan that anticipates your challenges, that's helping shape the future of healthcare, with more helpful tools and resources so you can get the most out of your benefits and focus more on living your best life. Find your plan today. Blue Cross Blue Shield of North Dakota. Carry Blue. Carry on.
I am Melissa Mack, and I do collections and loans at Aspire Credit Union.
My name is Amy Rasmussen, and I am the Member Experience Coordinator at Aspire Credit Union.
I think it's very important to give back to our community to show that we care. I think that we're very good at showing our members we care, and they see us out in the community.
What I like most about working at Aspire Credit Union, it is very family oriented. We feel like one big happy family, and Aspire knows that your family always comes first.
I'll always remember when I first started. I showed up to work and my whole office was decorated in Mexican theme because I was going to be going to Mexico. I remember just being so shocked and so honored that they did that for me. I just think that's really special that Aspire allows us to develop those relationships with our coworkers.
We do a lot of fun things. We have the best potlucks ever. Kind of brings us together, and everyone just kind of helps each other out.
Aspire to more.
Welcome to the Farmers Union Insurance postgame show. The Toros take down the Watertown Shamrocks in a shootout thriller. Jesse Yahala had the winner in the shootout. It took an extra shot as the Watertown Shamrocks converted on their first penalty shot. Toros missed their first shot. Toros knotting it up at one as Gavin Middendorf was able to tie it. Goes to the extra shot, and Jesse Yahala buries it for the Toros. Will Mazenko stops Travis Lafleur, and the Toros take 2 points home from the weekend. Watertown Shamrocks pick up a point in the shootout loss. We'll take a look back at the goals from the third period. It's the Dane Ramirez goal, which gave the Toros a 4-3 lead. Ramirez's first goal of the season with the Toros. Yahala took it away. Ramirez all alone in the slot. And that made it 4-3. This one would tie the game. Comes down into the corner. Time trickling down. Out in front of the net, rebounds, and Lafleur put it away with just 9.8 seconds to go. Lafleur with a hat trick. Here's the goal from Jesse Yahala. Yahala on the right side, hesitation, gets it to go, and the Toros would go on to win the shootout as Mazenko would deny Travis Lafleur. The Toros will stay even with the Austin Bruins, and pending the score in Bismarck, they will either stay 1 point behind or, well, we'd have to check that score. Next weekend, back in Minot, the Toros take on the Aberdeen Wings Friday, February 28th, Saturday, March 1st. Saturday, March 1st is the Farmers Union Food Drive. 3 non-perishable food items or $10 will get you an awesome American-themed Toros hockey jersey. It's a great cause. Plus, you get some awesome Toros merchandise that you won't have the chance to purchase in the future. It's really a win-win. And Ken, do we have an update on some scores? Bismarck did take down the Aberdeen Wings by a final score of 6-2. So the Bobcats stay in first place, 1 point ahead of the Toros. Toros technically in second place ahead of the Austin Bruins with 2 more wins. Or actually 2 more wins. The Bruins have played 1 less game, so we'll see what happens there. But make sure to purchase your tickets for next weekend's game against the Aberdeen Wings. Friday and Saturday, puck drop at 7:35 p.m. Central Time. That'll do it for us here at Prairies Lakes Ice Arena. Ken Oda behind the scenes, Lauren Hill joining us down by the ice. I'm Evan Epstein saying thank you so much for tuning in to what has been an absolute classic, and have a fantastic rest of your evening.